Joe. Welcome to Jody's Corner. I am here. I got that wax StreamYard freaking logo there because I didn't freaking get to it real quick, but freak it. It's Mr. Nasty time up in this stream, bruh. I'm ready to call people out, especially trolls. This Snyder Cut movement has really pushed the boundaries on not only me personally and my subscriber fan base, good as shit on Andy Signore, on people like Louis Lecca, because he's a part of this as well, and any other person of color or person in this game who's trying to make something of themselves. But I got the panel with me, three-peating heavy. Andy Signore's in the building. What's up, Andy?
What's up, man?
Louis Lecca is here from the Nerd Report.
I'm on Jody's corner, baby.
Jody's crack corner. All us crackheads on this crack corner getting this crack. We here. I told Film Gob to pull up. I got the panel with me sharing the link for Film Gob, who should be watching right now. So he
watches
up.
you a lot. I think he's watched. He was already. He has you on.
He watches all my videos. Yeah, he watches all my videos. Film Gob has been following me for, I don't know, since I had a channel, and he's been making videos about me out of context, and I just dismissed the shit because I know it's bullshit to try to make a narrative with edited clips without knowing the story to make me look bad. And I still dismiss this clown. Like, none of that shit matters. But when you come on talking about, Jody's Corner, crack corner with the racist remarks and all of this Snyder hate that has been coming this way today, I'm just like, bruh, Tupac Machiavelli, hit him up, bruh. Anybody could get this work. And I'm starting with this fool right here. Andy, I know you're going to be the one that's tasked with getting this man the link, so it'll be complete fairness here. You're going to be the one to get him the link.
Yeah, no, I messaged him. I just tweeted at him. So people watching, spread the word, tag him. He's invited. He's welcome. He just has to. I want to DM it to him because I want to open up to all the trolls. But if he wants to DM me, he can. He doesn't have that option. But just follow me. I will get it to you. I'm looking at my Twitter right now. As soon as I see the DM, I will share it back, and then you can jump in the chat.
Follow Andy Signore, Film Gob, and the link is yours. So you can come here and we could.
I want to have a conversation. I love it. Yeah, I would love to.
I need to have. I could wreck this dude just by jokes, but that's easy, and I still might do that. But there's some things that I need to find out, bro. We're gonna get to the bottom of what the freak is wrong with this man and his problem with me. Is it because I'm black? That's why you made the racist remark. Is it because you want my BBC down that throat? Or is it because of something else? I don't freaking know. But hopefully he'll join us because a lot of people on Jody's Corner know exactly what he's been doing over these last few years trying to get my attention. Well, guess what? You got the big dog's attention now. It's time for you to get up in here, bro, so we can hash this out like men.
Do you want him in now? He just replied.
Yeah, bring him in.
All right, let's do this. Hold on, man.
Bring him right on in here.
There we go. Copy.
So, ladies and gentlemen, you're getting what you want. Film Gob for the first time, probably the last, on Jody's Corner.
Oh, come on. Let's try and be positive, Jody.
It's going to be able to sit right here in the gallery amongst the Jody's Corner crackheads, and we'll have that dialogue. We're going to talk about his personal problems with me. We're going to talk about why this motherfucker sucking the Snyder cut so hard. What is his status on the DCEU? What doesn't he understand about these movies? We're going to get into all of it. All of this will be laid out in this stream. Ain't nobody running from nothing. You wanted this, you got it. Louis, how you feel, man?
I feel great, man. Remember like a year ago when I barely knew you, a year and a half ago, maybe 3 years, because we met during Justice League. Yeah. I was checking your channel. I discovered your channel. I loved your channel. You got me out of a depressive state time in my life. And then I was hanging out with you and I go, Jody, do you know this Film Goob guy? He keeps making videos about you. And you said, you know what? It's not my thing. I'm just going to let it go. Exactly, and you ignored him. Yes, but I think this time it's gone too far. But props to you for bringing him on. I'm going to stay out of it. I want to hear what he has to say. It's between you and him. You're the man, but it doesn't look good for him, man. It doesn't look good for him.
So don't worry about a team up. So what's going to happen here, Film Gob, motherfricker, is me and you are going to go. It's just me and you. Then after I'm done with you, my man Andy gonna get a piece, and he'll be able to chime in on what his, because he got issues with you too. So after you see this fade, you're gonna see that fade. Then if Lewis wants some after that, you can see some of
You have an issue with my friends here. You have an issue with me. But we're gonna give him a benefit of the doubt. He's gonna come on.
$25, bro. Look at that. Money up in this motherfucker. Hey, we take donations. That's what it is. We're greedy. ODB says, ODB here. Let's get busy, people. Make a fire stream. I got you, my dude. Don't trip. I'm about to get him. ODB sent me videos years ago. Who is this guy? I said, he's just a troll. Everybody who's DM'd me a Film God video knows that I just told him he ain't nothing. He's a troll. I ignore him. He just wants my attention. Well, get ready to meet your hero, Film Gob, because I'm coming, or hopefully you're coming.
All this hype. I think I sent him the wrong link because all these StreamYard links look the same. I just DM'd you the right link, so because that's the one I just had. But he should be. He was in the waiting room. If you don't see him there, but keep your eyes peeled.
All this because you don't think the Snyder Cut exists, Jody?
I don't know. We're gonna find out what Film God's problem with Jody is. Is it my fatness, my blackness? Is it my loudness? I don't know.
I hope it's all a misunderstanding. Wouldn't it be great if we could all become friends?
Bullshit is a misunderstanding. We're well past that point, my dude. He says, Midnight says, people forget that this man has no ill will towards Snyder or his fans. He's just passionate and very opinionated. Jody isn't your enemy for being outspoken. That's just who he is. That's really nice of you to say. And that's real. I don't have a problem with Zack Snyder, the man. I would sit up, I'd get a beer with the man, like, bruh, what's up with your freaking cut? What's up with your universe, bruh? Why did you make Superman dark? What the freak is wrong with you? And just talk. But his movies is the one that I have a problem with. His building of the universe is the problem that I have with the man. There he is. I need that face, Gabi. Activate your camera. Let's get him in here. Let's have him. Ladies and gentlemen, the controversy says, too petty for me. All over the Snyder Cut. Hashtag black YouTubers. That's right. Where'd he go? There he is. Okay. Add to stream.
I'm here.
Film God, activate your camera, my brother.
Oh, I've not got my camera. It's in locked away. I've got my the room that I'm usually in. Right? The room that I'm usually in.
You have a YouTube channel.
Redecoration going on, right? My camera, go on my channel, right? Go check out my last few videos, right? I've been talking about how my room's been redecorated.
Okay, fine, that's
right?
fine. That's fine.
All right, so
I hear that sounds like his voice.
Jody.
Sounds like his voice.
That's him. Oh, that's definitely him. I know that voice. Let me be the first to say real quick, even though I can't stand you as a person, as a troll, you got a sexy voice, bro.
Oh,
Sus gang.
That is going to be taken out of context in a future video.
I know. That's what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm giving you so much footage for your future cut that you're going to make out of this video. It's going to be funny. But the good thing is you're here. You're live. There's no running away, no squeezing away. You're here. And first, I want to say respect for actually joining the arena off top, because a lot of people wouldn't even join. So respect to that right there.
Well, here's the thing, Jody, right? See, if you're going to tag me on Twitter, right, you need to unblock me, because you had me blocked for the longest time. I've never interacted with you on Twitter.
Being a troll.
No, you got. But anyway, you should really unblock me before you tag someone. Okay, just remember that.
I unblocked you to try to send you the link directly, but what you should do is probably allow people to DM you.
Well, yeah.
Put that option off. You click that option off because you do troll channels, so you don't want a lot of people in your DMs.
Yeah, you don't want
why would I want crazy people in my DMs?
My DMs are open. Mine are
well,
open.
You can always ignore them.
Well, I like my DMs. I like my DMs to be, organized and with people that I like. That's what Twitter's for.
But you have a YouTube channel, bro. You should have you're talking about me unblocking myself on Twitter, but you don't allow DMs. That's why I couldn't send you this directly. I followed you today, tried to DM you today, but guess what? You took DMs.
You had me blocked.
Who cares about how Twitter works? Let's get to the fucking fireworks.
But you're here.
Okay. Yes. Okay.
Hey, I want to know. So before we get to the racist shit you said, what is this goes far beyond today, yesterday, last week, a year ago. You've been following me for, I want to say 2-3 years now, bro. What is your problem with me?
I don't follow you.
You don't follow me.
I see you on Twitter. I see you on. I see people posting video clips, or I see people saying, "Oh, check out Jody's video. He's talking this and that." So I go. Same with anyone. John Campia, you, Robert Storms, right? If someone sends me a link, I'm going to check it out. That's all it is.
So I've seen you in my live streams multiple times before. That wasn't you.
A couple of times.
So you do follow me. I remember people who visit my channel. I'm not like your average YouTuber, and you're going to find that out.
I remember Jody. What is it about Jody though? I guess
What's your problem?
I'm trying to get to that. What you just don't like his take on Snyder Cut? You don't like his be honest. Open mic.
I think it was all the way back to when he was talking about the Justice League reshoots. That's when I first kind of came across him. I was like, oh, this guy's talking a lot of crap. He was claiming. I've done the video. It's all there. You know, you can go and check it out.
What was he claiming that you didn't agree with?
It was about the Joss Whedon was building sets to reshot. I think you were claiming that Joss Whedon was making scenes based on the Hall of Justice. Or something like that.
Joss Whedon was given some $50 million added to the budget to add extensive reshoots to Justice League. Yes, that's a fact.
But that was Zack Snyder was going to have those scenes as well, so it wasn't Joss Whedon saving the movie or anything.
That's the headline. I'm sorry, it was Joss Whedon who asked Warner Brothers for the extra money. I'm sorry, that's just that's fact.
I know. Warner Brothers gave Joss Whedon extra money, reshoots,
right? So,
pretty much half a new script. But it was
So I answered that. So do you have a problem with that answer?
Well, it's all in the video that I put out. It's like.
No video.
You're being
video.
Inconsistent.
Here, no videos. Just me and you.
Yeah, okay, your answer's fine. Okay, fine.
Let's move on because the wreckage is going to continue.
Yeah. So about this, you're seeing that I'm racist, right? This is the title of the
Let's not go there yet. Hold on to Film God. We're talking about our history. That's today. We're going back. You've made a lot of videos about me. I'm going all the way back to the problem.
I want to, and I'll let you. I'm going to make sure you get to say stuff. I don't want to think we're just talking over.
You're going to have your chance.
Everybody gets a chance in here when we come in here because I don't like that. People keep saying, "Oh, we're just young." No,
there will be a back and forth about Snyder Cut.
We got to have back and forth. But yeah, Jody, I think wants to go through the history, and trust me, I want to get to that and let you respond to that as well. But Jody, sorry to interrupt. I just want to echo what you're
back to the history. We're talking about everything that leads up to this point. Gob, you will have your unequivocal time to talk. Don't worry, you'll be able to speak. But we are having a conversation. You line up the problems with me, I will knock them down. What's next? What else is wrong with me?
What's wrong with you? You're similar to people like John Campia who like flip-flop back and forth.
What I flip-flop on?
You flip-flop. Just a recent example where you said you don't want the Snyder Cut and how you were the one talking about how Batman v Superman, when that came out, you were the only one talking negative about that film. Are you serious?
The only main motherfucking YouTube channel.
Everyone was hating on it, Jody. Everyone was hating on that.
Give me a date. Give me a rant of the BVS version. A rant from a YouTuber with more than 40,000 subscribers.
Oh, I don't follow that many YouTubers.
25th. It doesn't exist.
I mean,
I was not watching every YouTuber at that time, right? I was not watching every YouTuber at that time, but you made it out as if you're the only one. Like,
Phil Fob, can I ask you a question real quick?
It still seems like a minor thing, though.
It is very minor. Could I get one, guys? Do you edit your own videos? Because when I go through your channel, it's nothing but other creators. You kind of like there's drama. You make drama videos from other creators, but then you're here saying you don't follow YouTubers. So how does it work that you don't know who these people are, but you consistently keep making videos about people you don't never heard of?
Videos, but it's now and again, like I say,
dude, your channel's full of
hold on, Andy Lewis, hold on, please. Respect, I have beef with this man, and let me and him duke it out before you guys go. Film Gob, apologize. We're not going to team up on you. That's not what we're about here. This is me and you one-on-one.
He doesn't post that often, Lewis. I just wanted to try and actually do
right. So, Film Gob, you said you have a problem that I said that I was one of the biggest, the first, the only at the beginning BVS rant on YouTube, and you didn't like that. That sounds like you're kind of jealous.
Why would I be jealous about hating BVS? I love BVS.
So what's your problem with that statement then?
What statement? That you were the only one
with the BVS rant on YouTube.
Because it's not true. I mean, it's a small minor part, but it's not true.
Okay.
So, and then in this
It's not true,
recent,
though.
then in the recent video, you're
Okay.
like, oh, the world. You said the world's waking up to the fact that the BVS is trash. Yet this is just recently you said that, right? But
Yeah.
you also said that you loved BVS Ultimate Cut.
Never said that.
It's in the video. I put it. It's one of your old videos. I put it out. It's there, Jody.
Never said I loved the BVS Ultimate Cut. I gave it a B-. I said it's a much better film. As a film, as a Batman and Superman comic book movie, it's still trash.
It's still trash. It's still trash.
Yes, Man of Steel. Man of Steel is an A movie as a film gob. As a Superman movie, it's the bottom of my ball sack after a 5-hour sprint. You could understand how I see films differently.
Why can't someone's opinion on a movie change? Is the other question I have for you. Like, why is that sort of a got you? Like, he's a fraud. Like, I have my opinion. You've never had an opinion change in a movie, film gob?
Not to that extreme, no. Like,
what's extreme about it?
Guys,
I'm here.
A lot of you guys, especially, not especially Jody, but a lot of you guys, you come across as you say that you're a fan of Zack. Like, say you're a fan of Zack Snyder. Some of you say you're a fan of Zack Snyder, but then you go on.
I never said that.
Not yourself. But it's, a lot of these YouTubers, they say one thing, and then they attack, whether it's director or the actor. It's like you're playing both sides. John Campia does that often, right? You flip flops.
I think we can all agree on that one.
But Andy, Andy, hold on, bro. I need this, bro. You're not respecting.
It's unfair to put Jody in that camp, though. Because I want to get.
Hold on. Because I can't stand John Campia. Freak John Campia. I still want to
all agree on that one.
Hold on, bro. So it's unfathomable to you that someone could like a movie. Like, let me use me as an example. I love 300. I love The Watchmen. I rep Zack Snyder on those movies. I still, to this day, with the hate in my heart for that Man of Steel Superman movie, always give him credit for that best action fight in any superhero movie ever, Zod versus Superman. So it's unfathomable to you that I could like a couple of movies from a director and praise him and trash his trash movies from the same director. And that's playing both sides.
It's not unfathomable, but what I feel that is that you, right, especially when it comes to the Justice League Snyder Cut, you don't want to be like hopeful that this film comes out after everything that you went through. You don't. The way you attack him is the problem that I have.
I never attacked him. I attacked the film.
Well, you're kind of attacking his film.
His job as a creator, I attack, not him as a person.
Right, and you feel that Justice League, the theatrical cut was a great moment for the fans, that they should celebrate that crap, trash film.
That's going to be opinion, but guess what? They got Superman right. They got Wonder Woman right.
they got Superman right.
They got Superman right, and we're going to get to that. You like the dark emo Superman, but we're sticking to your problems with me. You've laid out 3 issues, and I've knocked 3 of them down. What else is your problem with me?
No, that's pretty much it. The way you kind of go back and forth, or you lie.
Videos. You made all these tweets. You make all this fuss.
All these tweets
over 3 issues that I could easily just wreck. Bro, what the frick are you doing with your time?
All these tweets. What tweets? Sometimes I make fun of you. It's just a meme. It's not like the thing is, right? You and Andy, right? You both have more subscribers than me.
That don't mean nothing.
And yet here I am on your channel. Like, what is it? Does my presence on Twitter, YouTube, does it threaten you or something? Like, I don't.
Right, let me get this. Let me handle this. He think he got me. You don't know my channel. You really don't. I have people with 10 subscribers on my channel because I F with them. I've had people with 15 subscribers on my channel because I don't like them. Your boy, the guy Lightcast that we had on Popcorn Planet, has like 3 subscribers.
Last night. We invite all of
the subscribers. Shit don't matter here. That's the that don't mind right on Jody's Corner. I don't give a frig about a subscriber count. I'm an anomaly to that shit anyway.
It confuses me because, like, you be like your whole YouTube, this video you've this live stream, making it up how it makes Film Gob makes racist remarks about black people.
Are you ready to go there? So we've already
we can go there.
All right, so we've already established that those are your only problems with me is how I said about Zach. That's unbelievable. I can't believe you put this much energy.
I don't hate you. I don't hate you, but
Okay.
I like making fun of you now and again.
Got you. For sure. Yeah. So now that we got that out the way, and your followers are seeing that that's your problem with me, it looks huge blow to your movement. Let's go to
what movement is that?
The troll movement.
The troll movement. Okay.
Let's go to the Snyder Cut stuff. So go ahead and start about what your transgression is of why you're here.
Do you want me to set it up since I tweeted it?
Yeah, Andy, go ahead. Yeah, we're there. We're at the
screen.
I thought he was gonna say. I feel like he has an inner hate towards me. Beyond he hates. I think. Let me say real quick what I think
is a strong word. Hate is a strong word. No,
it is a strong word. It is a strong word. But then when you make videos and put hours into something over 3 years following me. That's either love or it's hate. It's either you want to kill me or you want my cock down your throat. It's one of the two.
Hate. That's not hate.
You don't think
I can do that? I can do those videos in like an hour. It's nothing wrong with that.
You spent an hour on me? Someone that you can't stand?
2 or 3 videos.
You spent all that time on me. 2 minutes. 2 minutes wasted on me is too much, my bro. I don't give that shit the time of day. You should have better things to do, bro. You get exposed.
You're giving me the time of day right now. You're giving me the time of day.
This guy is all I thought he was. He had nothing. He got nothing. Andy, you said
you share my screen. I can share the tweet in question because I want to give him. I would love to give him a chance to respond, and I want to.
Yeah, I'll put up the tweet right now. For
see the question. I gave it to you in the share screen. But it says if you click, it's already in there. The Andy Signor screen, I shared it to you. It's next to the images because I know you're new to Streamline. There we go. Film Gob doesn't like people to forget. Well, I'll never forget his duck away from our story, which I have to credit. He's here talking about us. Or worse, his completely unnecessary racist jab at crack Jody's corner. You're really labeling them crackheads to male black men speaking their minds scare you. This was the quote you said. Sorry, Andy Signor, you and Jody's crack corner missed the deadline. I already done a video about Snyder Cut clickbaiters and give 0 fucks about what you guys are saying, and it was a 50-cent trolling. Now, and just for I want to ask: do you know Jody's background? Do you know where he comes from? Do you know his crew? Like, do you know why that might be offensive?
Why would I care where he's from? Why would I do it? Why everything I say about him?
So you don't know any of that, to be fair.
No, I don't. No.
Okay, great. So because I do, and so when I read that. It read very, very offensive and racist because he lives in the crack and infested streets, LA. Like he's got men coming in, black men across the street. Like Jody can attest this to more, but I've watched a lot. They're trying to make it through the everyday of a lot of crack happening in those neighborhoods. And so when I read it, it was hard to not sort of to ignore like sort of the connection there because it is a reality and it felt like a jab with the 50 Cent with the crack corner. It really did feel like you were summing things up. So I would love for you to correct it and say that wasn't what you meant.
I mean, I didn't come here to listen to Jody's life story, but the thing is, right? If I come across someone who talks as much nonsense as Jody does, right?
What nonsense?
Loads of nonsense, but I'm not going to go into it. Come on, I'm sticking to the point. Let me just finish my point.
Nonsense that I wrecked.
What?
I wrecked your logic of nonsense. I answered all 3 of your problems. If you keep saying nonsense, then I'm going to come back to what is the nonsense. I'm calling you out, bro. What nonsense?
I don't need to explain it. So it's there in the videos. I've done it.
Nonsense,
but anyway, right? But anyway. So
we'll make a video and then you'll explain to me later.
The dumb things you say right now and again, right? Take it. We'll laugh at it. My followers will laugh at it, right? But if you just need a better name, Jody. Like if you have corner in your name,
I need a better name.
Comes to crack corner, like sorry.
Nobody says crack corner. I don't know where you're from.
Where are you from? Are you Scottish? What is the accent?
Yeah, I'm Scottish. Yeah.
Well, look, I want to.
No one uses that. Hey, man, we go to the crack corner.
I didn't know it is because I know Jody's background, and I want to give you the props to sort of explain that you didn't, but it read very close to me just because I know where he's from. So it offended me, and I knew it was Jody.
It's just a play on words, guys. If it was Martin's crack corner, I would say Martin's crack corner. But hey, it's just a play on words. But if you guys, I know you Americans are very sensitive, so. I'm sorry, Jody. I'm sorry.
Let me get my man.
You're the one making all these. all these videos about Jody.
Salad Ward, go ahead and chime in what you feel about it, about the whole Black Crack Corner movement and shit like that. The film
make it all the squares so we lose the tweet, Jody, just so we can see everybody. There you go.
Go ahead, Sad.
For real rap. You don't know me. You don't know my people. You don't know anything about us. You know what I'm saying? You called us crackheads because we was black. Dude.
No, I didn't call you. No. I don't care. Who is this guy?
It's all in the eyes, Chico. You remember
who is this guy?
It's in the eyes.
You fucking
Jody
loser.
got you on the ropes and you corner. I seen your glasses. I seen your big nose. I seen your black beard. Your beard ain't big as his. You just don't have the subs that he has, and you're a hater, bro. I don't even understand why you would come and say crack. You know, some of us got real issues. You're not here to hear our life stories. You're not here to defend yourself. You're not here to talk about Jody's life story, but you talk about it on a video, right? 3 years you've been trolling the whole league. People like you trying to bring us down, man. We not having it, Scotland. You the last dink of Scotland. That's all words too, man. Ain't nobody trying to hear that. You come here, you get shit late. Yeah, you made a video before Jody. Nobody thinking about you, bro. It's real shit going on in the world. Get it right, man.
4 of you are on a fucking live stream. You fucking better fucking
I'll go with you by myself. You're not even showing your face.
I can't show my fucking face.
He doesn't have a camera.
He doesn't have a camera. He doesn't have a camera.
Camera's locked away. Yeah,
all right, Sad. Let me let him respond.
Let's not gang up on the guy.
We're not. I want to let Film God respond.
I want to.
Just give me 2 more minutes. Just give me 2 more minutes.
Film God, can you just handle his onslaught for 2 more minutes? You seem like a tough guy.
Because I don't know you. I don't know you, all right? I got people in my family on crack, for sure. So does some of the other members, but not me, bro. None of the league even smoke. None of them even smoke weed, bro. We like comic books, man. We trying to be good dudes, but you gonna make us into bad dudes. But you know what?
I'm not making a new bad. I'm not making. I'm not talking about a whole community. I'm not talking about any.
You call us
the
crack
whole
corner kids, right?
No, I never said that. I never said that. I never said that.
Yeah, you did. He tweeted it.
Corner.
I never said that.
Yeah, you did.
He tweeted. It's the name of the tweet.
I'm not calling a wide group of people anything. I just made it a simple play on words for Jody.
I know there's a lot of heat. Thank you, man. I know there's a lot of heat. I want to
listen. Hold on, Andy. Hold on. I'm a different type of animal right here. Okay. So you'll come to Comic-Con, you'll see me. I'm short. I'm a little dude, but I don't play games. All right. And you don't know my friends to call them crackheads, regardless of who made what movie. I'm not about that life, bro. It's real people you talking to here. And I know you a long way away. And I know it feels good behind that keyboard to talk that trash about a bunch of young men that got more subs than you and make more money than you and not scared to show our faces. We bear our life every week for 8 hours.
All right, okay. All right. Thank you, Sam, for saying that.
Get rid of me, but you don't know my friends and don't dare ever call them crackheads again. That's it. Aqua out.
And I want to say,
crackhead.
All right, go ahead, Film.
I want to give Film God a chance to reply because I want to. If you didn't want that way, I think that's very fair for him to say, and we got to let him say that. Yeah. But here's where Can you share my screen again, Jody? Because I'm confused.
Sure.
The reason I kept hitting and coming at you because you were liking these tweets, dude, and I noticed you unliked these tweets. Now I don't know if you meant it, but you're saying
I have not unliked these tweets.
Okay, well I couldn't find your likes, so I had to go get the screen grab because I went to your likes and it wasn't there. We can go check again. But fine, I take that back. But you were liking these tweets saying that crackheads can be any ethnicity. Look,
well, that's because the person made a good point. It's
but were you referring to crackheads?
No,
or were you not?
No, I wasn't.
Okay, because that's important because I whether you meant it or not, you got to see it's not sensitive. Like some people, that's the life they live, and then when they're struggling up, you can't see that, man.
Well,
bro,
if you point it out like that, fair enough. Yes, I understand, but this is just a harmless.
It's not harmless. Wait a minute, God. Here's what puts it over top. Gob, if you just said the tweet, I would have been like, all right, it's just more shit. But the 50-cent gift, bro, gets you. 50 Cent, bro. Get rich or die trying, crack dealer, hood, black man with the hat, bro. That's personal. You know what you meant. You know you meant black people.
Come on.
You know you meant black people. You got 50 Cent right there, bro.
Most of the gifts are black people. What do you want me to do?
It's 50 Cent. He's so crack.
He's driving away. He's driving away saying, "See you later," and that's how I feel about you,
bruh.
John Luke Picard was also in the car.
Why are you? I can't prove it. I can't prove your intentions. All I could do is use.
Yeah, exactly.
I was raised to use a man's a past of his actions of who he is at the moment. The fact that you've been trolling me for 3 years, combined with this tweet, I believe that it's racist, and I believe you put him.
Come on, seriously, Jody. Listen, I love my black people. Love my African Americans. Grew up.
Whoa, they're not your people. That's the thing. They're not.
I never said my people. I never said.
You said I love my people.
I said.
You said I love my black people.
We're gonna make a film god video about that.
We're gonna make a god video.
In the way,
your black people.
In the way, you know what I'm talking about. My friends, my colleagues.
Oh, you have black friends. Right? Okay, cool. Awesome.
I do. Yeah. Okay.
Look,
this is good TV. God damn.
You can go on my channel. You can see I've collaborated with Frida and Mr. West Ashley. You can check them out. They will say they know me, right? Unlike you see
Steve Harvey on stage and said, "Look at my black friend."
You see you're unhappy that I trolled you over 3 years. Big deal. Well, who cares?
I care.
Okay, but Jody, let's get back to the Snyder Cut, though, right?
Sure.
Remember when the main grid too, Jody, so we can see each other instead of the tweet. I'm gonna look for another tweet while he's talking. Go ahead. Sorry. Thank you.
So, Jody, how did it feel when Gal Gadot tweeted out "Release the Snyder Cut"? I was upset,
bro. I was upset.
I just love moments like that when you were on camera. You talk. I think what your friend said it was for hype, just for getting attention. Come on. Did you?
No, wait a minute. Could I say something real quick? Yeah. I say release a Snyder Cut too, but I also know it doesn't exist. It needs to be completed. So Gail tweeting that doesn't.
It doesn't confirm anything.
Yeah, I say complete the Snyder Cut, then release it. I'm good with that. I'm not a big fan of the Justice League. I'm not a big fan of Snyder stuff. But hey, you know what? The guy deserves to finish his vision and stuff, but it's not finished. That's the point blank.
Okay. Well, my understanding always has been that he made his version of the Justice League, and he showed. Well,
that's the good thing about being in America. We may be sensitive, but we know our shit because we're next to Hollywood.
Go ahead.
Yeah. But Zack Snyder, he made his version of this Justice League. People saw it, right? They said that they saw it. Obviously, a lot of people under NDA, they can't say much. But he made that version he made was for the Warner Brothers people at the time, the executives who were there at that time. So obviously, it was he was holding back, and he had. I'm sure Junkie XL had finished the score. You can't finish the score for a film that's not incomplete. So since then, that's the thing. That was like February, March 2017. So a lot's changed since then. And now that so many people have left Warner Brothers, right? You've got what's that guy? Diane Nelson, Kevin Sujihara, yeah. So all these people have left. You've got a few new people in there. If I was Zack Snyder and I was like, okay, Walter Amadas came in. So it's like if I was Zack Snyder, I'd be like, okay, maybe I can add some more scenes. Maybe I can change the direction of the film. Now that becomes Zack Snyder's Justice League. Okay, that's what we're now fighting for. Maybe there was a more complete version, a finished version, but why would you want an inferior Justice League? He said it's 3.5 hours. Okay, even that cut. He said it at the Snyder Con event. He told fans that it was about 3.5 hours. So if at that time we were fighting for release the Snyder Cut, but maybe Zack Snyder's like, wait a minute, maybe I can change a few things about. Maybe, and I don't believe this nonsense about Warner Brothers. Andy Signor's talking about. I've not seen your video, right? I just see people saying that Andy Signor said Zack's bullying Warner Brothers. Do you really think Zack Snyder's going to get up with bullying Warner Brothers?
No. See, that's the problem with what you guys do. That's not what I said. I said Warner Brothers thinks that, and they do.
Warner Brothers. It's coming from you.
Yeah, Warner Brothers think no, but it's the report that I got from the Warner Brothers reps. Why don't you think that? See, now you're coming at my character. Like that's what's frustrating. I mean, I'm putting my name and reputation on the line with the scoop I have. If I'm wrong, I will have to make amends and apologize. Why can't that just be enough? Like, why do these people have to keep coming at me, hitting me so hard for just being the report I heard?
But
like,
Andy,
why is that? Why can't you just be like, well, he's wrong, doesn't matter? Like, that's the other problem with why Warner Brothers is done. Like, it's not helping matters at all. Like, there's no civil conversation about this cut. It's become
you can't have a civil conversation because us Snyder fans have been treated like shit.
We're having one now.
That doesn't justify the actions, man. Just because
you just said you can't have a civil conversation.
Like, that's ridiculous.
What the freak?
Why can't you have
some people can, I'm sure, right?
You just exposed yourself as having a war.
Jody, shut up. So anyway, you've got some.
Okay, for sure. I got you next.
So some people in the movement, yeah, they can take it too far, right? They can take it too far.
Film got mad at me.
Yeah, okay.
So some people, they and you absolutely do, and that's my only beef. You're encouraging like crazy. Even
why do you feel that Snyder Cut fans have been treated poorly? Film Gob.
Thought he had more.
Come on, it goes back to when say I'll give you an example when Collider. Right, people like Frosty, people like Down Farachi, they visited a Justice League set, and they couldn't, basically, I would say that was bullying Zack Snyder. Warner Brothers telling Zack Snyder, you go and meet them and tell them that you're making the film that they want to see. For these critics, for these fucking crybabies, right, who didn't like Batman v Superman.
Did you like Justice League?
No.
Then you're a critic too. Next. What does that have to do with it?
I mean, touche.
I won't say I'm a critic.
You have an opinion. You're criticizing the movie.
Why? It's a good point. Why
review movies on your channel, bro?
So don't spit upwards because it goes back on your face. Next.
What? I don't understand your point. What do you mean?
It's an American thing. But
are you saying that I've got the same?
You're a critic as well.
You think I've got the reach that people like Collider have?
He didn't say that. He said you're a critic.
Yeah, I know about every critic. You have these critics, these influencers. I'm not a critic or an influencer.
See, that's my point. You're jealous of the reach. You're jealous that they're popular and big. That's the only difference here between you and them.
No, I don't think that's.
That is what it is.
No,
you're a critic. They're a critic. I'm a critic. Lewis is a critic. Andy's a critic. The difference here that you don't like is that our reach is bigger and our influence and our sway and probably our cocks are fatter.
You're wrong because I've had numerous fans tell me today that you're a much better critic than I am. So whether you accept it or not, you have a fan base and they follow you and they do what you say and they listen to your words and they respect what you got to say. So how does that make you any different than everybody else?
I don't feel I have the reach. I've not had that.
Do. It's the reach. It's crazy. You're jealous that you don't have the reach. You don't have more subs.
I don't.
There it is, guys. Confirmed.
Dude, you have a far greater reach than most people watching this channel right now.
No,
20,000 subscribers. How much you got? 20,000 subscribers?
Yeah, more than me.
That's a lot. That's a lot, man.
Stop trying to play like you're nobody. Like I'm not. My views aren't that great these days anymore. They used to be. Granted, and we'll get to that in a second. But don't try to play like you're not some personality who is respected in the community.
He's definitely not respected.
Well, no, his fans is. His fans are.
Though that's a cult. That's different. Half of his subscribers are Jody's Corner bannees.
Some would say we have cults, Jody. I mean, I see what you're saying though, but
you can't play both sides on that one, Eddie. Nice try. Freak that shit. This guy got a cult, bro. I wouldn't be surprised if they freaking have blood sacrifices under a totem pole.
The Snyder Army doesn't seem to want to ever civilly discuss anything. There's a lot of them, and I'm talking about the worst of the worst. Obviously, there are some normal people in there, of course. In every fandom, there's trolls. I'm not saying all. Everyone keeps sort of quoting me that it's all, but I'm telling you, man, I've dealt with a lot of fandoms. I've never, ever dealt with the veracity, the maliciousness that Snyder fans have. And I think you proved it, Film Gob. You said it because you guys were so mistreated is what sort of this weird justification to bullying and abusing and harassing people.
A lot of these people are DC fans as well. They're not just Snyder fans. They're DC fans as well. And they saw
over DC.
When if I can see like someone from me who I was never really a big Superman fan, right? I remember reading the comics in the 90s.
Obviously, that's why you like Snyder's Superman. I know that.
Yeah, but if I see someone like Zack Snyder making a Man of Steel, that's like a sci-fi action superhero film,
like Superman,
What was that?
And nothing like Superman.
Why is it nothing like Superman? That's how Superman should be. That's what a cinematic Superman.
Do you know who Jonathan Kent is?
Yes, of course.
Do you know that Jonathan Kent would never tell his son that he could let a school bus of children die?
Hey, now who's taking things out of context?
I'm sorry.
You're taking that scene out of context.
How is there to take the scene out of context? I'm sorry.
Come on. We've all had this discussion. He's telling Clark, your choice. You could have let them die, but you need to understand the actions. What actions are you going to take? And then how is that going to affect?
God. So I got to educate this man on Superman.
How is that going to affect your friends? He's telling Clark
he's telling Clark that he had the option, the choice. Maybe he said, should I have let them die? He said, maybe. Yes, so he's implying that he should have let a school bus full of children die to protect his identity.
This is like, I refuse to believe that you, an adult, actually sticks to that logic.
Wait a minute. Can we agree that he said that he should have he at least should have considered letting the children die to protect his identity? That was his advice to his son.
It wasn't advice. He was giving.
How is it not advice? That's his father.
It was part of a longer speech that he was giving.
Stop it, God. You reaching for straws, bro. It's in the film. It's in the scene, bro.
It's in the film, exactly. It's in the film.
He said, should I have just let the school bus of children die? And he thought about it. He said, maybe.
How many times are people going to have this conversation about?
He was a terrible parent, bruh. That's not Jonathan Kent. But everything that Superman gets from his morale, who he is as a hero and a being on this planet, comes from Jonathan Kent, and Zack Snyder ruined him. Okay. He would never say that to his son.
No, and it's funny,
and you don't understand that.
Never say that.
Jody's point, though, is move on to the future of DC, right? He's saying, let's move on, forget about the past, Zack Snyder and stuff. And you just said, how many times are we going to have this conversation? And you just proved Jody's point. Let's move on.
Sure.
Zack Snyder is not going to go back to DC. That's a fact. What's it called? Henry Cavill is not going to be Superman, probably. So let's move forward.
You think Snyder's going back to Warner Brothers?
Well, if he wasn't, then why is he like? Why is he continuing with the Snyder Cut promotion?
Good question.
Look at the chat.
Your own sources to sort of, you're just blindly following this. Really? You don't even have like sources telling you this.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Because he wouldn't be putting this much effort, right, to get the fans. Like I'm sure he probably would have given up. I think
he's pissed. He's loving this attention. What do you mean? Why would he do it? Why do you post these videos?
I think Zack Snyder at one point had given up, that he wasn't coming back to Warner Brothers. He was done with DC, but I think the fans got him back. I'm sure. I'm 100% the fans kind of brought, because he started sharing storyboards at first, and then he started sharing actually full, stills.
Film God, when Warner Brothers starts to share those storyboards, then it becomes real, and you have something to stand on. He's a man at his house sharing tweets, and I mean that's shitty.
When Ben Affleck and Gal Gadot released the Snyder Cut, well,
there's nothing. That's fine. That's not a freaking actual movement from Warner Brothers.
Jody, you got to take a minute to answer that question you just got.
Yes, that when Ben Affleck, who was no longer in Batman,
from the super chat.
Oh, let me see. Oh shoot, hold on.
Yeah, let's
before JT, hold on. Yeah, right. Before JT, shout out to my girl Ashley, who dropped $150 in the Cash App, bro. Woo! Hey, Film God, if you change up, you get donations like these.
Yeah, we don't.
$150 in the Cash App.
Damn,
in the Cash App.
That's the most. That is the most excited I've seen you for a while.
Man, you should see me last night.
Channel, it happens a lot.
You should
see me last night because you should have saw me last night around midnight. I was face deep in some booty cheeks. I was very happy then. Shout to Knock Shadow for the $50 donation. Yo, Knock Shadow. He said, "Bro, get him."
Super chat too.
He said, "Get him. We got you, bro." Did I just count $200 from the support of Jody's Corner? And that's $300. JT, $100, bro. Shout out to JT. He has a comment for you, Film Gob. Gob, correct me if I'm wrong, Clark's dad was basically telling him that he should consider the consequences of his actions before acting right. So either let the kids die and protect his identity or save them. I can't see any other options. What would Superman do?
Exactly. That's his choice. His father is giving him that choice. That's how he's going to learn. That's how you grow.
Here's the problem with parenting, Gob. I want to. All right, you said that's his choice. Let him have his choice. I'm a father. I don't know if you're a father, but his son had a natural, innate goodness within him to save lives, and his father introduced the dark element of maybe you should have let them die. Let me tell you, as a parent, that's the worst piece of shit parent in existence, and you can't defend that.
Again, you're just taking a very small part of that speech that he gives him.
That's all we're talking about, bro. And you don't have an answer for it. You could try to defend it, but you just sound crazy.
Okay. What else
you
we
guys
talking
aren't
about?
agree in this movie, yeah.
Bro, I could answer every single last one of your problems with BVS, Man of Steel, what you want, Suicide Squad. You should be thanking me for helping this Wonder Woman movement. Actually, you need to join that Wonder Woman movement in this new DC and stop wasting your time on the past. Bring Snyder with you, but just don't try to dumb down other people when they're trying to make advancements like Black Adam, the Batman, Wonder Woman 84, all the bright stuff we have in the future. You are contributing, even though you like Snyder, you love him all you want, but you're contributing to the cesspool that does not allow DC fans to move on to compete and wreck Marvel.
Hey, I give DC the chance, like, but when Zack Snyder has given me that taste of what DC films can be, like, what do you want me to do? I've watched all the DC films since then, right? Watched Justice League, which was, horrific, right? You then went to watch Aquaman, which was, it was all right, but it had that kind of Marvel-esque.
Mm-hmm. And how did the Joker treat you?
The Joker, that's separate from the DCEU, and
it's the new DC universe under Walter Hamada's reign. It counts.
Okay, fine. It was great. I loved it.
It was fantastic.
But Shazam,
that was mediocre to me.
I like that
she was weak.
Birds of Prey,
trash. And why was Birds of Prey trash? That was a Snyder movie.
Yep. It was a Snyder movie. What?
It wasn't technically him directing it, but that was the universe of old. Everything was about the old Snyderverse.
I'm lost for words. I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'll explain to you slowly. I'll explain to you slowly. Margot Robbie is the old Snyderverse cast that is talking about previous moments during Suicide Squad, which is the Snyderverse thing, without a Jared Leto in it, with characters from the Snyderverse that no one is even caring about anymore.
I thought you would be happy that Jared Leto's being kind of pushed out in that film.
He was in that movie.
I am. He sucked.
He wasn't in it.
Yeah, he sucked. But don't add him to the script, because now you're telling a bad story, talking about a guy and not showing him.
Well, I mean, so what? How about this Suicide Squad that's coming up? You think Margot Robbie? Because she was in David Ayer Suicide. Well, it wasn't David Ayer Suicide Squad, but it was a Suicide Squad. So should Margot Robbie be recast?
To be honest with you, I would do it. Yeah, I would recast Margot Robbie, but she's not. She's going to be in it. But let me tell you this: I guarantee you right now, Film Gob, that Suicide Squad by James Gunn is going to be completely different and nothing like Snyder's versus Suicide Squad.
Well, okay. I mean, I'm expecting.
And Jody Damas is the real thing.
I'm sure James Gunn has got his own idea of what Suicide Squad should be. I'm not a fan of James Gunn's films, but
another super chat.
I'm waiting to see what
is that. Another $100? Another $100 donation. JT, God dang! Look at this. Look, $500 just came through real quick.
Click on the comment, Jody. Everyone can see it.
Oh, where's it at? How do I freaking see this shit?
On the super chat on the side of the StreamYard. Aren't you in StreamYard?
Yeah, I am. I just
scroll
up, and then click the big red box, and then everyone can read it.
I just did. Yeah, I clicked that shit. It's not popping up though.
Okay, sorry. Keep going.
JT says, then why would John bring it up if he did the right thing? You don't think the thought of letting the kids die crossed Clark's mind? He was what, 16, 17? Took a couple minutes before he decided to act. His father's words were wasted. He should be rewarding Clark.
If I was a father and my son did something heroic that could have got him killed or could have got him,
it wasn't going to get him killed.
Something exposed to media. If he had, something, he did something that was going to get him in trouble, but he did something heroic, or he could have killed himself. I would give him that kind of speech. Sorry.
Well, you're a bad father then, bro.
Okay.
A potential bad father. You're not a father yet, thank God. Yeah. Don't teach your kids that, bro. That's I'm gonna give you free advice. Don't teach your kids to let people die. All right, so I'm gonna say this right here about Man of Steel as well. I want to hit you on. I pretty much got you on another one. Another problem with Man of Steel: Superman and all his powers and abilities, never in his mother freaking life. Clark Kent never in his life will let his father die by a tornado.
He didn't want to reveal himself. He couldn't.
He has super speed.
He has super speed, bro. He could have got him real quick before anybody saw anything. What's wrong with you? You
think he's the Flash? He's not as fast as the Flash.
He's faster. No one can see him. What are you talking about?
They have a race at the end of Justice League because they're trying to.
Oh my God! I thought you were better than this. Bro.
This is you seem to get your criticisms of these films from everywhere else on the internet, like the fake.
Bro,
hate.
You're the guy making videos about them. That's where you get your stuff.
Come on.
Yeah, how much lower to be? He's making fun of the guy who's making video stuff.
What the freak?
Some people think it was Kevin Costner when Superman was going to save him, when Clark was going to save him. He goes, "I don't want to be part of this movie. It's cool.
Solemn judgment hand."
Just let me die.
He put his hand up and said, "Let me die, son." You think Superman would have? He could have saved him quick before anyone saw anything. He absolutely had super speed. Come on, man.
But you understand what he's saying to him at that moment. He
didn't say nothing. He put his hand up while a tornado was on his backside, about to demolish that life.
So he's from far away. He's like,
and then a month later, he saves random guys on a boat. You know what I'm saying? That's the part, man. Like, come on. They know how he looks. They know how he looks. He showed his face to all the guys on the boat, on the gas tank.
He's a young Superman. You can not Superman.
So you're thinking he looks different?
It's not about looking different. He's not. He's at that moment. In that moment, he doesn't care. He doesn't care. He wants to save these people. I think you guys would be.
He cared more about those guys than his dad.
Well, maybe his dad's not around anymore. He can do what he wants.
Because he let him die, though.
He didn't. His father let him. His father at that moment. You're comparing like two moments, right? He's experienced.
Well, yeah, that's two scenes. Movies aren't scenes.
He's a bit more experience in the future, right? He can do what he wants. His father's not around, but at that moment, his father says no.
What's up with General Zod trying to save the Kryptonian race? They go to this planet where they're generally gods. His plan is to turn the place back into Krypton, where they have no powers.
Hold on real quick. Shamlock, best raps ever. PayPal, $100, bro. God damn. $600. Hey, Film Gob. Hey, bro, I can show you the ways. Shamlock, $100.
This isn't a one thing, Film Gob. This happens all the time because people like what he has to say. He's a talent.
You should have me on your show more often. Maybe you get more money.
No.
Maybe if you weren't here, I would have got twice as much. Hey, he doesn't know that somebody's donated $7,000 on the stream before.
Yeah, no, he doesn't know.
Shamla best raps ever donated $100 and said, "Film Gob represents a corner of YouTube where Snyder fanatics and incels meet in perfect harmony. He's neither intelligent nor sensible and appeals to the lowest of fanboy culture. His camera is off because his room is filled with dildos and blow-up dolls." Now you can take a joke, Film Gob. You know that he's just giving his opinion.
Okay, but
can I? At some point, I do have a beef to pick, Jody. Can I?
Yeah, I'm cool, man. I've pretty much shown that he has nothing.
I want to make sure you got your.
He ain't ready for this. I'm done.
I got a beef. Well, I don't have a beef, but can you share my screen for me, Jody, so we can just
absolutely.
Now look, I can take a joke. I like boobs like the rest of them. I found it quite amusing that you decided to make this video of me today, and then I got into your skin that you actually went and decided to.
This is an old video. This is an old video I just updated.
It's an old. Okay, so you took a new footage there and the boobs. All right, it's me. I just love watching them. Is that a boring answer? No.
Boobs.
Yeah.
Boobs.
So all right, like I can. This is all funny.
I like boobs.
Interesting. I like boobs. I'm not going to deny that I like boobs.
Give.
Got no problem with boobs. These all did very well for us. I don't feel like we did that many boobs, but all right, whatever. Some editing work. I was on board, laughing. I mean, yeah, I think most of the audience is probably doing it. And then you did that. And then you went and ruined it by inflating these flames that I sexually abused somebody. And if you knew anything or did any work, you'd know that's actually not accurate, and that's not what happened.
I know there was one person who made false allegations against you.
Yeah, of the abuse. And you picked a headline here that I did sexual abuse. There was only one person who made those allegations. So
I'm sure, from what I heard, there were more, but okay.
No, I think I know my case.
That's the problem. You hear too much. You don't research.
I hope the fans and the people in here will back me up. You can go do the homework afterwards, and you can try and fact check me. There was one person who claimed abuse, and the problem is that really hounded me my entire life. Now that woman destroyed my life, and you're giving her like fuel. And now, like I've seen the comments throughout the whole chat. Yeah, he's rapist, sexual. Like I'm literally fighting my whole life to fight.
That's low, bro.
Terrible.
That's okay. You can block them. That's not a big deal.
Dude, but why are you?
This criticizes Jody for blocking people.
That video is not about your.
Wait, he just said that I have a problem with I'm blocking people, but then he said you should block people. What the freak?
Film God, look, I'm all for calling out hypocrisy. I'm the boobs, like whatever. I'm all for it. But get your fucking facts straight, dude. That's not cool. And now it just shows all your shit's bullshit because that's not accurate. That's not actually true. When you cross the line like that, it does affect people in a way where you're not just being funny, you're being malicious.
It's not malicious. There's nothing malicious about it. That's like,
guys, am I crazy or is that malicious?
Come on, that's absolutely malicious. He proved that he was innocent.
You decided at the end to just you're not good at it, I guess, but you decided to go fuck you, Andy, is what you tried to do at the end. And look, I can take the heat. I'm mad at you, Film Gob, and I'll let you speak. But I'm just trying to get my piece out. I'm mad at you because you're encouraging a woman who's a horrible person who destroyed my life and has literally made it nearly impossible for me to like get back and have a regular life. I don't believe for a second you support people who falsely accuse people of assault. I don't. I just by talking to you, I feel like you're more of a good guy than you're leading on. I hope in your heart you don't want to support women like that. It's really not cool for real abuse survivors. If you knew anything about me, you'd know I've been really apologizing, working on myself, doing a lot of work to make sure that is really clear, and that's not who I am. We raised a bunch of money for Sexual Assault Awareness Month because it's April. Dude, that's not who I am. And so when you want to like go make a joke about me, like
he's broken in half.
What? Oh, he fell?
As you're getting at him, he's putting the Jim Ross WWF voice. Oh my God, he has a family. He's broken in half. Rest in peace, Film God.
He's here. But anyway,
I know, but he said because he's getting wrecked today. That's why.
So my point is just like, look, that's not cool. That's not funny. That's not funny. It's not helpful. It's only malicious because you're spreading lies. You're spreading lies that literally all they do is create hatred and make my life harder because you're deciding to stir up something that people didn't even remember because they're like, oh, whatever. But you're stirring up something that's not accurate. If you want to say, oh, he was a creep, he likes boobs, or he flirted with his fan base, all of that's true. That's all fair game. Oh, I cheated on my wife. All things I admit to candidly with anybody who asks or confronts me with. But what you do is a low blow, and I think it's scummy. And I think that's really what you do more often than you want to admit. And I hope, if anything, that since we had a conversation about it, you can sort of step back and be like, all right, maybe I crossed the line on that little last bit because that's not like do the homework, man.
Well, I mean, what is it? A 43-second video, and it's like 2 seconds at the end. Come on. If I was a real scumbag, I would do a longer video about your allegations, but that's
like
not
what you do about me. Yeah, go ahead.
It's not. No, I don't, Jody. No, I don't.
Yeah, you do, man.
Some very short videos that I'm just poking fun at, like your inconsistencies about what you say.
But I thought you didn't know who he was. You didn't follow him. How do you know he's inconsistent?
Again, people send me video clips.
So if I send you a video, if I send you a clip of something opposite, you believe it and make a video out of it?
Yes.
The whole video, the context is there.
No context. You have to watch my channel to know what I'm about.
No, I don't need to watch your channel.
How do you know John Campea is full of trash?
What's that?
How do you know that John Campea can't be trusted?
Because I used to watch him back in the AMC days. I was a fan.
So you used to watch him? God dang, what the freak?
You're moving on to John. I'm talking about you.
You used to watch him. You have videos that are 5 days old about Campea's current stuff.
Yeah, so?
You watch
you
it.
used to
I
watching
don't watch his channel. I don't
AMC
watch
was
his
5
channel.
years ago or 7 years ago.
I know. Yeah, I know. But I don't watch his channel now. So
Then why are you making videos about him that are like 3 days old? About stuff he just talked about.
Snyder Cut
and videos he was proud of. Remember, guys, because he didn't have time to listen to fucks about what we have to say because he already did it with John Campia. That's the sort of attitude that he had on Twitter. But don't forget,
I had over time, right? People send me clips. I like put them together. You know, it's I don't have to watch the.
Do you have the audio up when you put them together?
What's that?
Do you have the audio up when you splice them together?
What do you mean?
Exactly. He doesn't. He just puts videos together. They give him. That's freaking weird.
I watched the whole. Well, most of the video, whatever subject he's talking about. Right.
So you just take out the parts that go with your narrative? Is that the way?
I get the context. See, that's another thing. Like a lot of whether it's Jody's followers or whoever's followers, John Campia's followers, they come and say that I've taken I've taken it out of context
because you just said you don't watch their video and you just put clips together.
No. You just did it again with mine, which I'm telling you offends me in a way. This offends me in a way that's like it's just annoying. Because I'm literally always like trying to scrounge back to get just sort of semblance of a normal life, and it's like every time a douchebag like you just sort of take a little pot shot like that without doing any homework, it just it inconveniences me and it annoys me. Like I can move on, it's fine. I
have something as well.
Okay,
it's low blow and it's unnecessary, dude. You're better than that. I think if you're gonna call it hypocrisy, I love it. Call it hypocrisy. If you see John Campia being a total wishy-washer and you want to make that video, that is your right. But make sure it has a fucking semblance of truth. Like have some fucking backbone in you, moral code that doesn't cross the line to be like, yeah, I don't know if these allegations are true, but yeah, sure. Let's let people think he's a rapist. Like that's scummy, dude.
I'm
not. A minute or not.
I didn't make a video about. I did not make a video about you being a rapist. I don't.
Who edited that video on Twitter then?
Yeah, then who? Where's that video? I don't care if 1,000 people watched it or 2 people watched it. I got hit by dozens of people today because of that video calling me a rapist. So when
you endorsed it by sharing it,
you endorsed it, just like I endorsed the article of Zack Snyder that I wrote, right? Because you're gonna put my feet to the fire there. So how are you not taking accountability for saying I'm a rapist?
I've not called you a rapist. I've not called you a rapist.
So then how come you're saying everything in my article of Zack Snyder is my words?
No, you're saying that you've heard from Warner Brothers or you've heard from your sources.
Not my words. So
right,
we're agreeing that those aren't my words then, and these aren't your words. You're saying. You're not, even though you're specifically choosing which clips you put in which place in placement in your video. I would argue they're definitely your words because you're choosing what to display. Like I'm literally quoting somebody, but sure, you can make that excuse. I'm just trying to give you an out here, man, just to say like have some moral code to at least like spot check your accusations. Like, maybe not agree on that.
It's an older video. Maybe I should have edited it out. I wasn't like thinking straight, so I'm sorry, Andy.
All right, I accept. Look, it takes a big man.
That's it.
That. Thank you, man. That's all I'm asking you to do. Thank you.
Here's the thing, Andy.
That's. I just know I don't like that. You can hit me anywhere you want, but don't fucking hit me there. If you hit me there, I'm gonna come hard. I'm gonna come hard because it's not cool. It's fucking scummy. We're all Snyder Army, all of them. Fuck yourselves. You're gonna go to that level. That's not gonna make Zack Snyder happy. Like it's delusional. Like you guys look like sociopaths when they resort to that level. And there's a bunch of them I know watching. They're tweeting at us. Like we'll take a breath.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing, Andy. Here's the thing, Andy. You wanted this. You wanted all this kind of.
Oh shit!
I'm not talking about the rapist stuff. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about you went after the Snyder fans. You went after the Snyder fans, yeah?
No, I didn't go after.
Yes, you did.
I didn't go after the Snyder fans. I knew the Snyder fans would be upset, but I had a story to work, which I have a job. It's called
have a tweet here?
I get paid by Fandom Wire to report exclusives. I have a goddamn job that puts food on my table. Film God.
Let's settle this.
You have a tweet.
Let's back up. It is a job I have that has to do these things. So
him reporting something doesn't mean it's attacking you. He's reporting what he knows.
Fans. That is you guys taking it as the fact. If anybody should be attacking anybody, it's the fans at Warner Brothers because they are the ones who are dragging their feet, guys. That is fact.
Andy, this is your tweet from about 24 hours ago. Snyder haters, join us live right now via StreamYard's link and debate it. to our face. Snyder, you're saying Snyder haters join us live. You're ripping. You want to bring in the hate for Zack Snyder, the Zack Snyder haters. This is your tweet.
That's not. What's your point? So we can defend Zack Snyder.
Like I said, you created this over the past couple of days. You created
that because whoa. I created that because I had to respond. I had to respond to the hundreds of toxicity that came my way. I'm not going to sit back and let those guys win. I'm going to respond when I want to respond. I'm going to check out when I want to check out. But that was such a influx of just moronic just who cares? It's a goddamn movie, guys. It's a movie.
Well, we're in the movie space, so of course.
No, but death threats.
Yeah, but you're bringing up personal stuff, bro.
And I've gotten death threats from Zack Snyder fans, believe it or not.
Can I intervene with hold on real quick, guys. You guys are fighting too much. Let's pay some bills. Shout out to Ashley for a $10 donation, man.
Yeah, bravo. Nice.
She says, I am not going to comment on he shall who not be named, but thank you for the content, as it truly has been escape for me with work, not seeing my two beautiful boys to keep them safe. She works in the medical field. She's one of our heroes. Thank you, Ashley. She also said, check the Cash App. God dang, she just put another $50 in there. In the Cash App, 50 again. Ashley just dropped $230 today, bruh. Oh, that's a female subscriber too, by the way. Hey, you might be slimmer, Film God, but I'm fat, but I look better than you. Well, she says, more support for you. Shout out to my girl Ashley, man. That's love right there. I appreciate that. But Gob, I wanted to bring something up. You said that you don't take things out of context because you watch the videos and stuff, right?
The video that I've been if I hear about a certain video, I'll watch it. I'll take the context.
Let me show. I'm going to give you an example of how you doing what you did was completely, absolutely wrong by making clips of videos without actually knowing what you're talking about. You made a video about me on how to sell out like a shill and be on Collider.
Yeah.
Can you explain what that video was about? Calling me a shill, but for selling out to be on Collider?
I've not watched it in ages, so let me go and check.
Should we watch it?
What? You don't know? You don't remember the video you put out?
Let's see how
you put clips of me.
Come on, it's 2 years ago.
A long time ago. You've been making videos for me.
He knows exactly when it was.
You've been following me for a while.
I'm looking at it here. So what's the problem?
You took clips out of me talking about how Collider's trash, how I don't like some of their articles, how what they report on is trash, or they don't know this or they don't know that. And then you put clips of me being on Collider Heroes.
I have
to make it seem like I don't want to work around them, be around them, and I sold out for being on there. Is that right?
I'm saying you sold out because you're just jumping on the Zack Snyder hate. That's the point of the video. You say
that had nothing to do with
Collider.
Snyder. Yeah, it had nothing to do with Snyder. It was about Collider.
What?
That video had nothing to do with
Do
Snyder.
you edit your own videos, man?
It was a Collider video, bro.
Who else is going to edit my videos?
I don't know, because you know less about your own content than we do.
I'm looking at. Do you want to play the video? Can you play the video right now?
I have it. Yeah, I'm going to play it. I just go share my screen.
SSJ wants me to ask Film Gob, I guess, bring up the point about Zod terraforming Earth.
Here we go. Go ahead, Andy. Play that shit.
Zod terraforming Earth. Who cares?
Let's watch this first.
Ban that Hulk guy. Hulk Hogan was his name? Let me look at you. Welcome to the band team. Get off my channel. Fast forward to the Collider part.
Film Gob, season 4. 4 seasons in of hating on Jody.
Wonder Woman is an amazing 22,000 views. Nice. I'm popular. Hashtag Patty Jenkins from Man of Steel 2. You guys already know this, but I got a freaking fast forward to the Collider part. Please come with me and take a look at this mother freaking image. Look at this image they just released for the Justice League. Patty Jenkins Wonder Woman is completely different from Zack Snyder's Wonder Woman.
Pause it.
For justice, and Zack Snyder's pushing her down a freaking tube.
I've killed things from other worlds before.
I understand why Josh.
Pause it.
We're trying to go to the Collider. That's
the point I was making. That's the point I was making. You're making it out that Zack Snyder's Wonder Woman, right, is like off to the side, and that Zack Snyder's Wonder Woman is so,
Zack Snyder's Wonder Woman is inferior to Patty's. That's what I was saying, and it's true.
Yet there's the clip of Wonder Woman leading the Trinity, That's the
In
that's
BVS?
in BVS, yeah.
Leading the community.
So you think Zack Snyder's Wonder Woman in Justice League is
What does
gonna
that have to do with the title of the video, though?
How is it selling out? What are we talking about?
We'll get
That's why I
we'll
told
get
you to
there.
go to the collider, Andy, but you're playing the whole sheet. I said go to the collider part.
So we're just Snyder bashing.
Patty, Jeff Johns.
I never seen this video, to be honest with you. This is my first time.
And these fake movie reviewers who are
Where's
being
the there it is.
There it is. There it is.
mouth
Say that.
on the truth of what they believe in, and they misguide you all.
What's up, Jody's first
What's
time on Heroes. Good to
up?
have you, man.
Thank you. Oh, y'all making me feel good. You
Yeah.
I mean, any opportunity to be with John Schnepp, you take.
That's right.
Ronan the Accuser. You know
Well,
what I'm saying?
Sure. Quick on this
There it
thing.
is. There.
As far as the Shazam movie is concerned,
Sell out.
I'm excited about it because I think it's a little early for us to even get a Shazam within the DC.
Dude's paying
FU.
bills,
Right.
getting subscribers.
That's what I want the DCFU to be.
I don't
about.
see any of the main Collider folks there.
Can I talk about this video? Because
That's what I'm saying. There's a reason why. Hold on, freak. There's a reason why you don't see none of the main people there that I don't like. Because what you don't know, Film Gob, is that I'm cool with Schnepp before he died and Harloff. Those are my boys.
Okay.
So they hit me up and said, yo, man, we want to get you on. I said, look, I don't F with certain people, man. I only F with you and Schnepp. He said, I got you. So he put me on Heroes where it was just me and Schnepp and the other two who don't really, I don't have no beef with. And that's why I did Collider. But you put this video out to make it look like I sold out to Collider, the same people that I freaking trash. Still to this day, freak Collider. So explain yourself.
The point I'm trying to make is that you're just jumping on the Zack Snyder hate train. That's the whole point of the
Bro,
video.
nothing.
Sell out. The
That's
problem is
it.
sell out. The sellout part. It comes from Collider.
Yeah, why?
The
How,
wording could have, well, maybe the wording could have been better. But
Nothing.
it's not.
Nothing in Jody's personality changed when he went on Collider. I remember watching this. He was the same guy that he is on Jody's corner
Yep.
when he went to Collider. He did
Probably
not
less vulgar 'cause you know
refrain from anything, as far as I know, as far as opinions concerned. That's not selling out. We see politicians from opposite sides of the spectrum go on Fox or CNN. Doesn't mean they're selling out. It means they're going to go and show their point of view to that audience. Jody
can you
did
play-
great. It's not a sellout.
Can you play the video a bit more?
where?
No,
Right here.
it's incoherent.
Right.
It's not. Is it incoherent if you can't?
No,
watch
your
it and
cuts
watch it?
are a mess, bro.
What are you? Thumb up. I'm trying to help you, but what do you want? This part is what you want to play?
Just carry on playing it. Yeah.
Have a foundation of good movies, universally good movies, with Wonder Woman and Aquaman, rather than with the DCEU when it had Man of Steel, which is okay, and BVS, which I didn't like too much.
Right.
So the foundation needs to be solid when it had Man of Steel, which is okay. There's people out there that actually like that emo, emotionless, zombie, robot, sad, depressed, washed out, dark Superman that they call Henry Cavill when it had Man of Steel, which is okay. Nigga, Henry Cavill is not a good actor.
That's different from the movie. You're definitely stretching here, Film Gob.
Yeah, he's
You're
it's not
criticizing
judging
Henry
at all.
Cavill and the movie. I don't understand what that connection is.
You don't have nothing for me.
You don't see the connection.
No.
No, I mean,
no,
it's
he's
just
saying it's okay to like Man of Steel,
Man
not
of
that
Steel is a
Spider-
movie. Henry Cavill is a performance. There's totally different topics. It's
I'm
not.
sure this is the video. Let me check
What's wrong
something.
with you, man? Shout out to
The
Henry Cavill.
expose.
Play a bit more. Play a bit more.
Damn, Jody, you've always been handsome, huh?
Yeah,
Oh,
seriously.
thanks, man.
I
Hey,
love
man,
that.
thank you, man. I need to shed some of this weight though.
Bullshit that was Man of Steel's costume. We just keeping it 100 here, bruh. We just keeping it 100. You look amazing, Diane. You look so beautiful.
Fire.
Say hi to my subscribers. Hi. She's a beautiful. We love you in Wonder Woman. You're amazing. You look gorgeous. Wow.
Yeah,
Say
bravo.
hi.
I would have done this shit.
Say hi to my subscribers.
Freak her. I wish I would have known.
Amazing. Say hi to my subscribers.
Oh, yeah. Well, Jody. All right, Jody. That looks bad now.
That's before all the shit went down.
we didn't know then.
I was there too.
He's a man B. That's funny.
Yo,
He'd be geeking out too. You crazy? It always happens.
Henry, Superman.
watch him look. Watch him look.
Yeah, I don't see it. I don't see it. Chill.
That's called trying
That's
to
the
get
bit-
your subscribers
that's
the
the bit.
best stuff possible.
That was it. See, Jody, if I was you, right, and I say Henry Cavill is not a good actor, right?
He didn't
and I'm
say
shitting on
that.
his He just said that's the clip.
I
That's
just
the
say he's
clip.
not a good actor based on that's before Man from Uncle, that's before Fallout, when he only had Man of Steel, BVS, and Immortals. So yeah,
If I was you, right, and I say, you know, things like, oh, I hate Zach, I don't think Henry Cavill's a good actor. I don't like Man of Steel that much. So then, why are you at the premiere screaming at Henry Cavill, I love you, and this and that? Like, why are you doing that?
Oh, I got you. That's the Justice League premiere after Joss Whedon was already on board with extensive reshoots for the film. And it was already known that he was going to be a nice, lighter and brighter Superman because he was already coming out at that time saying that Superman is going to be different.
See, this lighter and brighter Superman. Did you not think Zack Snyder was going to get there at some point?
Let's go there. No. He said he talked about his treatment that Darkseid was going to boom tube in the Batcave and kill Lois.
Yeah, that's part of this.
That doesn't excuse you calling Jody names, though.
And he was going to use Superman as mind control to fight and probably kill Batman. He blamed Batman for Lois's death. What the freak?
You don't like story arcs?
Where was it going to end? It was not.
Bro, they're like 4 movies in, bro. When does the story arc start?
You don't like character arcs?
That's 3 films, bro, with a dark Superman. I'm sorry. 3 strikes, you're out.
If it's, you know, from what I've heard, Zack Snyder wanted 5 films
with a dark Superman.
It's nothing dark about him. What's dark about him?
There's nothing dark about Superman. There's nothing dark about BVS, Man of Steel, and that Justice League Snyder Superman.
I would say the tone is more, you know, a bit more grounded than most superhero films. But it's a bit more adult. But I wouldn't say it's a dark Superman. I don't know where you get dark Superman from.
He let people die and didn't save them.
He didn't let them die. See, this is like
too.
What?
When he tackled that man through that 12-foot thick prison, he's dead, bruh.
Well, that
dude is dead.
He was a terrorist, so you know.
Well, during that scene
where the entire city of Metropolis, all those people died. He did not try to take the fight away from the city, which Superman would do.
In Batman versus Superman, during that Congress scene, he was saving a few people. Then Lois and him had eye contact, and it looked like Superman got bored and left people to die there.
You can make that joke if you want, but
it's not a joke, bro. It was in the movie.
No, you're joking that he kind of he didn't care. He was overwhelmed.
He left. There were people victims of the bomb.
Yeah, no, he saw it. You see him looking at these dead bodies. He's like, "What the fuck do I do?"
He flew away. That's what he did,
ladies and gentlemen.
That's part of the
I
story.
said, you made this video.
Right, go to the main screen again, Jody, so we can lose your.
You made this video here to say that I was a sellout because I went on Collider. Now, you were wrong. I just gave you the whole entire layout. So now, what do you have to say after you made this video that got 23,000 views and shit?
I still feel that you did. The only reason they kind of invited you was you were talking shit about Zack Snyder. So
no, it wasn't.
Disrespectful, man.
If I see someone, what?
The only reason why you think that Harloff asked me to come on there was because I was talking bad about Snyder when the whole entire topic was about Marvel and the Avengers.
Well, no, I'm not saying that they only brought you on to talk about Snyder. I'm talking about
Snap knew Jody and respected his work. He was a fan. All right, I was there. Jody told me.
Yeah.
So for you to you're putting the ass in assume, man.
It's crazy.
If that's true, I mean, if that's true about Schnepp,
it is true. What do you mean if?
Because I only have your word for it. I mean, if it's
bro, I knew John Schnepp. You didn't know shit. All you do is make videos about people that send you clips, dude.
I'm a fan of John. I was a fan of John Schnepp. All right.
So was I, but I actually talked to him.
I even donated to his documentary. So,
and I was always a fan. And that's why I did Heroes. Yeah. Why is that not enough? Me and Harloff are cool. Harloff will tell you, man, Jody's cool. He's, I'm cool with Jody. He's the one the reason why I even went on there, because he reached out to me. I never reached out to Collider. I didn't even reach out to Harloff.
Christian only
got in my DM.
He only reaches out to people he wants to work with. I mean,
Harloff called at me, say, "Hey, bro, I'm a fan of your work. I'm a fan of your opinions on movies." He tried to get me on movie fights. I said no, because I don't watch demonic movies and I don't watch certain shit. And he said, well, let's get you on something else. I wasn't even supposed to be on Heroes. He wanted me to freaking be on Fights, and he wanted me to call the fights.
You mean Schmodown? Yeah, don't he was Schmodown, but yes.
I said movie fights. My bad. What do they call Schmodown? Yeah, Schmodown. He wanted to be on Schmodown. He wanted me to be on there. Call the fight. I said, he said, well, I'll find something for you, man. And then he said, he got me on there, bro, because me and Harlow cool like that. It had nothing to do with. See, you're making it about Snyder. Everything is not about him, bro. Why can't it be that this black man from the hood with the crack corner can't come up like a white counterpart? Andy, that's my dude, but he had it easier than me. But here we are together as partners.
That's true.
I road tough, bro. How come it can't be just that?
What's that? Say that again.
How come it can't be just that? I earned what I got. I earned to be there, and then I earned to say freak him.
That's okay. You can do what you want. That's fine. But I mean, if I see this is 2 years ago, obviously. So if I see something, 2 years ago, I see these videos from you, I'm like, what's this guy talking about? The Joss Whedon's coming in
research, bro. You would have known that me and Harloff. That's why I said if you watch my channel, you would know me and Harloff were cool prior. That's why I'm exposing you on this.
Yeah, or if you did some more homework, you'd know I'm not a rapist. All of these examples, Film Gob, are you don't care, you're a troll.
You just make clips. You would have known that me and Harloff are cool because I talked about it on multiple videos leading up to that. Oh, I'm about to be on Hero. Hey, I got something for y'all. You would have known, and you would have never made this bullshit clip.
Mm. Well, I mean, if 2 years ago, now 2 years later, I can say, okay, Jody, it's not, I don't hate you. Like I said before, I don't hate you, but
apologize for that, for making this video slandering my name.
Slandering you. Well, yeah, okay.
Slander is the definition of when you make up stuff about somebody or imply
making stuff up.
That is untrue.
I'm just giving you an opinion on how I see things, like from.
Well, you don't have to apologize. It's up to you. But I've pretty much laid out. We've exposed your issues, and you can apologize. It's up to you.
2 years later, I feel differently. So sure, I apologize. Sorry, but I forgive you. At the same time, it's just from what I see. Right at that time, what I was seeing, and I was just that's the way I felt at that time. So
hit me up. Don't make a video. Man up. Hit me up and do a video with me.
Oh my god! If we are on air, Film Gob. Look, if you take anything from this, like fucking reach out, man. We're all humans who are down and men who can fucking handle this and talk and even maybe suggest to you, well, you might want to add this because it's actually going to be funnier than the thing that's going to actually troll me for another month. That's not true. It's going to make you look like a douchebag. My point is, like, you just talk to us, man. I wish we all could do that.
To be honest, I was going to invite either yourself or Jody or other people that I've made videos of onto my live channel, right? Because you've seen in the past I do live streams just like yourselves. But guys, when you jump on this, when you try to say things like I don't want the Snyder cut, keep that shit in the vaults, all this kind of stuff, it's like I know it's not your
He's reporting though. Andy's reporting news he has.
Well, let me finish. What's your problem with that? When we say that we don't want the Snyder cut, we want it in the vault.
Fair, I haven't said that. I don't not want it. I don't care. But I do think Zack got screwed by Warner Brothers, and I don't have a problem with his vision coming out at some point. Who cares? Give it to the fan. Jody doesn't, but that's what I'm saying. Don't lump us all in because I've never said that, dude.
You're teaming up together doing a live stream about how you don't want it.
Well, hit me. Hit me. I don't want the Snyder cut. What's your problem with me not wanting the Snyder cut?
Well, I mean, were you a DC fan growing up, or were you
yes?
Were you more a Marvel fan?
I was a fan of Jody before I met him, and let me tell you why I became even a bigger fan. Him and I are bonded by this.
That's right.
The symbol of hope.
Let me tell you, my mom. I got pictures of me in a red and blue, 6 months old, because she put the Superman curl on my forehead as a baby, bro. I'm Superman till I die. DC, Batman, all that shit.
Now, are you more than that
Marvel? Let me tell you what made me a Marvel fan, Phil. God, this might freak you out, but it's real. That motherfucking Zack Snyderverse. I got tired of these trash movies, and I went to Marvel when Civil War came out. I learned about the heroes, and then I've been gone ever since, bro. And I own both. DC drove me to be a Marvel fan. Ain't that some shit?
You lost me there. You lost me.
In 2016, it's a video. Wait a minute. I know you saw my BVS rant. You saw when I ripped off that coat and it was a Wolverine shirt underneath. You thought I was joking? Bro, I went straight up there. I learned Black Panther. I bodied Marvel fans on this channel before. I've had Marvel discussions and learned about the films and the characters because my product wasn't doing good. And I encourage you to do the same. If freaking DC ain't doing shit right, you stand up and
if DC's doing bad, I mean, I've said before, if DC becomes another, like, say, Marvel 2.0, MCU 2.0.
Let me tell you why DC was doing bad. Because they weren't making the money, my dude. BVS made only $800 million, my dude. It didn't even make $1 billion.
Only $800 million.
Yes, dude, it plummeted the week after. 70% drop the week after, bro.
Wait a minute, wait. So you think that BVS, a Batman and Superman, for the first time in history, nerds are born and ready to die to see those two characters on screen, and it only made $800 million? You think that was a success?
Come through. I mean, how about Batman Begins? Batman Begins and Superman Returns. Like, what money did they make at the box office? Hardly anything. Man of Steel was coming off Superman Returns. Like,
Batman Begins and Superman Returns was before the real comic book boom of DC. That was in 2005 and 2006.
What's that got to do with anything? That doesn't matter.
It does, because DC didn't boom on box office until really The Dark Knight hit in 2008.
There was no China market during Superman.
You do realize we were coming off of Schumacher Batman movies. You know, Batman and Robin, Batman Forever. DC was trash in the 90s. No one took it seriously. Christopher Nolan inherited a trash Batman universe and turned it into $1 billion franchise.
That's right. But at the same time, you look at Man of Steel, right? And I remember, I don't really remember the marketing for Man of Steel that much. I just felt that, okay, it's a new Superman. A new Superman film. I saw 1 or 2 trailers. I was like, okay, that's cool. Turns out, Zack Snyder, Christopher Nolan behind it. Okay. Went and watched it. I was like blown away. Then came home and remember reading the reviews. I was like, what film? I take it you're, like, from what I remember about the critics on Man of Steel, I take it you're one of those nostalgic Superman, Christopher Reeves nostalgia type fans. And it's like,
you mean true to the character? Yeah, true to the character, like that.
True to the character. Well, depends the comics that you've read. I mean, if you've
canon, Superman is the beacon. Action Comics Superman is the beacon of hope. Action Comics is the main storyline. He is the beacon of hope.
But I would rather. I want to see like a more modern take, and that's what Zack Snyder gave me. I don't want no cheesy underwear wearing on his outside.
God, you could love that, but you do realize you're rooting for a non-canon Superman, right?
Well, it's not. It's his own interpretation. David Goyer.
It's uncanon, just like BVS. Ben Affleck's The Dark Knight Returns graphic novel by Frank Miller is non-canon.
And what's wrong with that?
You're rooting for non-canon stories.
Can we not like ask for something different rather than
the problem is that these were not just one-off movies like the Joker. This was a whole universe based off of non-canon characters. You don't do that. If the MCU did that, they would have fallen a long time ago.
Oh, well, come on, the MCU who change about, they're hardly comic accurate.
But I'll say they're hardly comic accurate, but there's one thing that they do right, and that's the only rule that DC should have lived by, but they didn't, and it's Zack Snyder's fault. That's why I don't like his universe. You always can change the story. You could put Superman in darkness. You could have him deal with depression, but you never change the essence of what that character is. He could go through the rut. He could go through death. He could go through everything. But if you keep the character right,
you guys would still find a fault somewhere. You guys would still find a nitpick that you would overblow. That's what Screen Junkies would do. That's what Collider would do.
Right, so let me answer that. You saw my BVS review?
Yeah.
What I have to say about Wonder Woman?
The Ultimate Cut BVS review.
Both. I loved her. I rooted for her. I promoted her. I said she was awesome. I said she's everything.
Okay.
So that proves you wrong.
In what way?
You just said that I will find something wrong with the character because it's Snyder's, right? That's what you're saying.
No, I'm saying you're saying if it was what dark, you know, more depressed. It was
Wonder
going
Woman was in a
depression, darker.
Wonder Woman was in that dark BVS movie, and
Yes.
I said that she was great, and she was the lighthearted, great hope and amazingness. Even though she was savage and dark, I still loved her and I promoted her. And I said Zach did a good job with Gal.
Okay.
All right. So now that we've proven that I can be subjective and say I like this character in this bad movie, but not these two characters in Batman and Superman, why is that showing that I'm having unbiased?
Then you went to the Justice League photos and you're like, why is Zack Snyder treating Wonder Woman so weak? Why is
this? He did. Yes, he did. He didn't give. So
you created that kind of that kind of hate for Zack Snyder.
Yes, because he fondled it. He fondled the character. He didn't know how epic Wonder Woman was going to turn out to be. And he started filming Justice League almost back to back from BVS. And he didn't have the time to understand that Wonder Woman by Patty Jenkins was coming out. And she was doing amazing things with her. Let me tell you what it was. Snyder was around.
That's a solo film. Of course she can do more with a character. She said,
I know. No, wait. But what you don't understand is Snyder. He was on set. He saw what they were doing with Wonder Woman, and he knew that Wonder Woman was going to be a lighthearted, great movie, and he still darkened and dumbed her down in the next movie, Justice League. So he's arrogant. He didn't give her no dumb her down. She was on the ground falling to a parademon without her sword in fear. That still doesn't change. It's in the movie.
Well, we've not seen Zack Snyder's cut yet, so I don't know which scene.
All right, so then you can argue with me on it then.
We can't argue with that.
What I saw was Gal on her freaking back, looking
up. Oh my God, she fell down. Oh no, she fell down. Oh, come on. Big deal.
And she had to get saved by who?
My boy, Batfleck.
Bullshit. And that's what I'm talking about. Batman don't need to save no motherfucking Wonder Woman, bruh. She's freaking Batman's bruh.
These are nitpicks. They're
nitpicks. You're nitpicking. Problem.
What's that?
You're nitpicking me. That's why I'm answering with more nitpicks. What is your? I'm answering every concern you have with me. You don't have me in a corner on anything. I'm trying to be. I'm as honest and transparent as I can be.
I didn't come here to put you in a corner. I just came here to have a discussion. But
that's what we're having.
Yeah, but I mean, again, I have the main problem I have with you is like you jump on the Snyder Cut hate wagon
because I hate the Snyder Cut.
Yeah. You hate it? Have you seen it?
I don't need to.
You don't need to.
I hate BVS. I hate Man of Steel as a Superman movie. Why would you think that I would love his third darker version when we know that he's going to make Superman evil?
Didn't you say that the BVS Ultimate Cut was much better? So
it's a much better film.
Zack Snyder obviously proved you wrong in some ways.
He proved me wrong that it's a better film, not a better Batman Superman movie. I talked about this earlier with you.
That's
you don't understand the difference between a film and a comic book movie?
What's that? A difference between a film and a comic book movie?
Yes. Batman Returns. Batman Returns is one of the best Batman films ever. But let's keep it cinematically, it's probably a mediocre film.
Batman Returns. Batman Returns from Tim Burton's.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Now you see the difference?
No, I don't. What were you saying?
Do you know what Martin Scorsese was talking about when he said MCU films are not cinematic? They're just popcorn theater films.
Yeah.
That's what he's talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
He wasn't talking about Batman Returns. He wasn't talking about BVS.
I am. He was talking about MCU. I'm talking about the MCU as well, including films like Batman and Batman Returns. Do you understand that?
So Martin Scorsese said Marvel type movies. The only people who make Marvel type movies are the MCU, Marvel Studios.
Shazam is a very Marvel.
Yeah, now you get Shazam, now you get Aquaman, now you get Wonder Woman 1984. So I've said in the past, if the DCEU turns into MCU 2.0, I'm out.
Okay, and that's exactly what I did. And that's what I did with Snyder, bro. That's why that's why I became a Marvel fan. So you just admitted that you're gonna do what I did because they don't like what they're giving you. You leave. And you and
It's
not
not-
only, and I know you won't just leave, you're gonna make videos bashing.
It's not it's not that I didn't make Birds of Prey bashing videos. I thought it was okay. I can understand a lot of the criticisms of it.
It was okay.
I thought it was okay. Yeah, I would, but that's the thing. I'm not going to go and rewatch these films multiple times like I did with Man of Steel, BVS, right? Even Wonder Woman. I'm not going to go and rewatch these films multiple times. That's where Warner Brothers is losing that business.
Batman versus Superman had a 70% plummet from week to week, so they're not getting repeat business, just like you stated with Zack Snyder's product. People gave it a chance.
It was a very difficult film to kind of take in on first viewing. I can understand why people felt turned off by it. It's not a film that's easily translatable for.
Okay, that's fine. It's an opinion. You're a critic, right? You don't you like stuff, but you go like where you're wrong here is that you go on personal attacks, calling Jody a sellout. That's a personal attack. It has nothing to do with an opinion on the movie. Calling it a crack corner personal attack. That's the problem.
2 years ago, maybe I overdone
No,
it.
this tweet was yesterday, bro. Last night.
What tweet?
It's actually got worse.
Now.
What tweet?
Yeah, it's way worse. And now people say we're ambushing you. You can't have they're there. People can't talk. Like I'm just curious, Film God. Like what?
Why do you care what people are saying on Twitter? Who cares?
They're your people.
They're your people. They're still hitting at us. Like go why? I don't care. But like what? Clearly we're hitting a nerve with people. They're clearly bothered by it.
Let me tell you right now. After this, if God wants to make more video, we could do a righteous one-on-one. Me and God just for an hour. No one else.
I want to make clear, I don't feel like you're being ambushed. Yes,
I don't feel like he is either.
It's fine. Cool.
Let me ask, do you feel like you're being ambushed?
No.
Okay. The problem, though, let me say right now, we're Jody's corner. We're part of Jody's corner. That's why your insult gets tweeted. That's why Andy and I are here. Jody is Jody. The corner is space. Well, when you say Jody's corner, an attack on one is an attack on all.
So the way you came in was this wasn't an attack of three. This is typically what we would do, and we thought we have to address this. And I want to make one more comment because there's a couple people already trying to roast this on Twitter. There's one in particular person who I'm not going to name by names. Stop trying to extend your 5 minutes. You're hating in the chat. You're not offering anything criticism. It's our chat room. If you're just going to sit there hating on Jody and not offer anything valuable, you're going to get timed out. That's how it works. We want civil discourse on friggin' chats. It's our channel, and we don't want that hate here. We're allowed. You can do it all day on Twitter, but you can't do it here if we don't want you to. So get over yourself. Quit trying to complain like you have a voice in this. You don't. This is Film Gob's and Jody's fight. We're here to obviously have our own fight, but I want to get that off my chest because, God, you guys are just such babies. Like, get over it. It's so fucking funny.
I want to read a couple donations. My man Zombie Dance, $5. He says, Film God finds it incredibly hard to like someone and still criticize them. They have to duck their heads in the sand and accept everything they do. You want to answer to that, Film God, or no?
That's not true. I mean, I'll criticize people call me a DC fanboy. Like some people claim that I loved Suicide Squad, which I didn't. I thought it was fine. It's a good summer action film, I thought.
Can I tell you,
a 90s throwback. What?
I don't think you're a DC fanboy. I think you're a Snyder fanboy.
I didn't know who Zack Snyder was back in the 90s when I was reading Death of Superman.
Is there anything in Snyder that you don't like?
I've not watched the Els movie yet, so I need to go.
How do you feel about Sucker Punch?
Sucker Punch. It's fine. It's fine. I watched. Okay, what? Because why? Why is it? What's? I watched
because they forgot a story with it. I mean, it's just a one little minor thing.
Well, it's opinion. It's opinion.
Yeah.
It's opinion. I think it's a really bad movie, and you think it's a good movie. That's fine.
I watched it once. I don't even know if I watched the director's cut, but I'll need to check it out again.
Okay. So there's no critique of Snyder. There's nothing that you don't like about Snyder. You like everything.
Let's see.
No critique of the man. Nothing in his films.
There is one something. I think there was at one point, either Man of Steel or I think it was Man of Steel. I felt the scope could have been bigger, like the kind of the set, like just the world building could have been a little bit more. Maybe Metropolis mainly. We kind of went there fairly quick, and all the disruption
to that IHOP street for a whole 20 minutes. Then it went to the city for like a whole 30 minutes, and then it was like Kansas for a whole 30. Yeah, there were. It looked like limited sets. Is that what you mean?
The product placement was bad.
Cute. Yeah, they had to pay bills, bro.
Yeah, but it was too obvious, man. You could do it discreetly.
For someone in Europe, like myself from the UK, we don't know what IHOP is. So when we saw it, I was like, okay, whatever. Is they're fighting in some location, whatever. So I understand if Americans, it stands out too much for Americans, but so yeah, there's things like that. People talk about product placement. I don't see it.
Let me go to another donation. Jimmy James says fatality, flawless victory for Team Jody. That's just really flexing a little bit. Facts. Edgardo says, Gob, why you just said that Jody took out of context Man of Steel and belittled him for it. So it's okay to do it with their videos, but not Snyder's work.
What did you take out of context from Man of Steel?
It says, Gob, you said that I took out of context the Jonathan Kent scene. You said I'm taking it out of context about him letting his son kill people. I mean, let people die.
You're kind of same complaint I have with everyone who picks out that scene. They're just kind of too focused on his opening of that speech. That's all. So, but okay, if you want, then I'm a hypocrite because I call out people on unrelated things. Fair enough if I'm a hypocrite, but if I see someone. Like, here's the thing: you guys have a more of a discussion channel, right? I'm more of an editor. I'm more of a you can call me a troll, right? Fair enough. I have troll
tendencies,
but I try to get my thoughts out in these kind of edited videos. A lot of people don't like it. Well, what can
that's why people respect you, Gob. You could get so much more respect if you showed your face and actually talked to the people about your problems instead of taking context clips out of context to tell stories for you.
But I'm not that kind of. I'm not this kind of channel.
No, you're not that kind of guy. Yeah. It takes a lot of courage to actually be opinionated and have a discussion. I know my job is very hard. Andy's as well.
I have my live streams as well. Unfortunately, my camera's put away just now, but I have my live streams as well. I have my audience that I talk to, and I bring in guests.
I know I have at least 1,000 band subscribers that are your subscribers, by the way. Anthony McIntosh, he says, Stephen, the Mad Irishman, Ireland may be your island, but this is Jordy's corner. The freak
nice.
Hey, are you from where you said you're from? Are you from Scotland?
I'm Scotland. Yeah, that's another thing. People keep thinking I'm Irish for some reason.
He was talking to a man named Stephen the Irishman. That's why he was a comic. But shout out to Braveheart. I started to Stephen the Irishman. Braveheart. He's a character from Braveheart. Love freaking Braveheart. I'm Steve. This is my island. Your island. My island. Shout out to Anthony McIntosh for knowing what's up, bro. Antonio Bandani says, don't forget about throwing the guy into the IHOP. Jimmy James says, this is brutal defeat and annihilation. I love it. Shamblap Best Raps Ever just said, here, homie, $100 donation. God dang. That's how we do around this motherfucker, bro. $100 donation up in this beach. Shout out to my dude, Shamblap. I love you, bro. He said, Film Gob. A renowned fleshlight enthusiast only cares about the Snyder Cut because his online platform relies on its release to validate his channel's existence and by extension his own self-worth. Otherwise, he'd be reviewing butt plugs on adult sites. What do you have to say to
that? Bullshit is what I have to say. So I started this channel. You won't believe this, right? You won't believe this, but John Campia inspired me to start a YouTube channel.
I believe it.
Yeah. So I was a fan of AMC and all that back in the day, but I can not talk about the Snyder Cut. I don't talk about the Snyder Cut every video. I try to do different kind of content. That's why my channel doesn't grow because it's a very YouTube algorithm messes up. They don't understand what to push out. But yeah, no. To that person who asking the question, I can easily stop doing Snyder Cut videos, but I care about Zack Snyder. I care about the Snyder Cut. I care about the DCEU. I find it amazing that people they want to split. Jim Lee said it himself. Whether you're a Snyder fan, what's that?
What do you think Jim Lee was talking about in the video you're about to talk about?
The people who attack Zack Snyder fans.
Oh my God!
Yes.
Dude, he was talking about Snyder fans.
No, he wasn't. Like someone asked him about the Snyder Cut.
Oh,
He said,
ew.
well,
dang.
if I say it one way, then people will take it out of context. If I say it
He
another
wants
way.
people to move on. That's what
You
I
talk
got
about
out
the
of it.
future.
He never said.
I don't want to talk about that, but I want to talk about the future. We have Black Adam and Wonder Woman 84. He talked about the future in that comment, bro.
But he said everyone's welcome. So all these
Yeah.
people who say Zack Snyder DC fans aren't real DC fans. Come on, that's bollocks.
He said there's a fandom. He said there's a movement out there, Film Goblin. Let's not be dumb.
I can read
He
it.
said there's
So you know,
DC
it's
movement.
right here if you want it. It's on screen.
Yeah, let's watch this video right
Here's
now.
the
Let's
quote.
go ahead.
So you know, if I say the word Snyder Cut, then the clickbait headline is Jim Lee talks about the Snyder Cut. It really is a tough question to answer, but I will say the only thing I'll say about this is that sometimes there's a movement to kind of segregate the audience and dismiss a group and say they're not the fans. They are the people that like this, or they are only like that. I think that's something we would need to resist. Honestly, we need every comic book fan that's out there, and whether you want the Snyder Cut or not, you're a DC fan, and I want you to be a DC fan.
There you go.
And then he talked about, I think we need to pay. I'm much more interested in the future.
On the slate,
Yeah, there it is.
Batman movie, Suicide Squad is just killer. Black Adam next year. These are all just next year. We have Wonder Woman 84, which is a tremendous momentum from the first movie. That was amazing. So there's a lot of great positive things that are happening, and that universe has continued to move on. I think next year will be the first time ever that we'll have 3 theatrical releases in 1 year. We're very positive and hopeful the future of the DC extended universe.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He said there's a lot of great positive things happening in our future. Who do you think they were talking about when he said there's a movement? What other movement is in existence?
Well, can you go back to that? Yeah. So he says there's a movement to kind of segregate the audience and dismiss a group and say they are not the fans, they are the people. So when he's saying they are not the fans, this is what Snyder Cut fans get labeled. He's talking about other people who talk about Snyder Cut fans. What?
You're overshooting the key word that proves it's the Snyder Cut. It's the movement. He said there's a movement out there to segregate. There's only one movement.
I don't think
what other movement is there, Bob? What other movement is there? The fans that are just casually enjoying the film? What other movement are they referring to?
I don't see Zack Snyder. I don't see Snyder Cut fans say that, people who want the Black Adam or the Batman are not DC fans. I don't see anyone saying that.
Because you're part of the channel that spews it out. I get it all the time. You spew it out over there, it lands over here on this side.
Nah.
So Film God, he's talking about the Snyder Cut. I'm sorry.
Hold on. Let's. It's funny.
Anyway, at the end of it,
here's Jesse Eisenberg. I'm not Jesse Eisenberg referring to Zack Snyder. I'm not part of. I don't even know what to call it. The movement.
There it is.
Zack Snyder and I wanted it. So they absolutely call it the movement. I mean, that's.
So how do you feel about Jim Lee saying you guys are terrorists, basically, of the fans? And you guys need to move forward.
You're spinning that, Jody. I'm sorry, you're spinning that phrase. I'm looking at the phrase right now, the same way you are. You're getting one thing, I'm getting another.
I added terrorist and I was wrong. I was just messing around and adding extra effect. What do you feel about Jim Lee saying that the Snyder Cut movement, that's what he's talking about, is segregating the DC fans and we should all unite and move to the future?
He says there's a movement to kind of segregate the audience and dismiss a group. The group he's talking about is us.
Bro, why are you...
Just because...
Hold on. I know. Jim Lee talks about the Snyder Cut. It's really tough. We're talking about the Snyder Cut. It's a really tough question, but I will say the only thing about this is that sometimes there's a movement to kind of segregate the audience and dismiss a group and say they're not fans. They are the people that like this. The Snyder Cut. So,
yeah. Damn. What is it?
And the Snyder Cut is absolutely dismissing other fans, saying you're not real fans. You say it's not. They aren't good movies. These are absolutely amazing movies, and we're DC fans. I have that argument with them all day.
That's a very, very small minority within the Snyder Cut. I doubt very much Jim Lee is talking about them. I doubt it.
Dude, that's what's so frustrating. You guys are underestimating how vocal that minority is, and that's why it's sinking down this movement. It is. It's making people fed up. They're like, and they're getting pissed at Zach. That's what the article is about. The article was a warning shot to be like, guys, you are ruining this. You are absolutely ruining it. Those fans that go too far, not all, but they're the ones who keep trying to hit up. they got to relax. I understand they want this movie, but Jesus, can you not see there's a lot of overeager fans that are.
I'm sure Jim Lee talks to Zack Snyder regularly, and they see, and the other people at Warner Brothers, they see the good that the Snyder Cut fans have done, like the charity work and the promotion and all this.
Are you aware that there's a member of the Snyder Cut that came to Andy's channel where I was a guest on, and he said that Zack Snyder, they're still trying to take credit for the future of DC, that Snyder produced Wonder Woman 84? Do you believe that?
Well, his studio is
his name is on it. It's on it. But do you believe he produced the film?
I'm sure he had some part
on
to play
set
in
as
it.
a producer, a working active producer.
I don't know.
Okay, the answer is no.
No, you would say that, but
yes, I would say that.
You don't.
No, I'm pretty confident. I'm pretty confident as well.
Yeah, me and my iconic source, it says no.
Yeah, no, I'd be careful on that one.
Zack Snyder has not produced Wonder Woman 84, nor did he write Wonder Woman. That's another misconception. Anyway,
from the original Wonder Woman, I think he came up with the overall character.
He had story by credit.
Yeah.
I mean, he did not write Wonder Woman.
Yeah, no.
Okay, there's a lot of members of your movement that would argue to the contrary, that would say, Zack wrote Wonder Woman. Zack produced Wonder Woman 84. You do realize this. There's people, not you.
What do you want me to do, Jody? I can't. I'm not policing. I don't want to police people on Twitter all day, every day. I've got other things to do. And when I do my videos, right, you have to take my opinions from my videos. You don't go, oh, this fan over here, he follows Film Gob, he said this, he said that.
But you do the same thing because you just said you get videos sent to you, clips, and you just put them together.
No, I go and watch the full video, whatever. If they're saying, "Oh, check out this video," they don't send me clips. They send me the full video.
No, dude. When you rewind this video,
yes, I know. I said
people send you clips, and you don't follow Jody, but you know.
But then I need to go and find the full video from on the channel, and then I'll watch the full video. But anyway, what else were you going to say?
K-Dot says that Jody, let's not forget Snyder was going to make Batman responsible for Lois's life, and Superman blames him for that. That's Spider-Man. That's like Spider-Man blaming Wolverine for not watching over Aunt May. What the freak? Is that smart that Zack Snyder was going to write that Zack Snyder's film is Justice League 2 or whatever it was, that he was going to put Lois with Batman and Darkseid boom to me to the Batcave, killing Lois, and then Superman blaming Batman for Lois's death?
From what I heard, from what I gather from what Zack Snyder was saying at his event, Wonder Woman, I think, would have been protecting Lois Lane in the Batcave, and Darkseid boom tubes in, and he murders Lois Lane, and then that carries on to what Superman.
No, that's not what he said. You just added stuff that I have not heard out of his mouth. He said that he boomed him to the Batcave, killed Lois, and he blamed Batman for it.
Blames Batman for it.
Right.
I can't remember hearing. I don't remember hearing that. But Superman would then
another video that was severed from that one, or
Superman would blame Batman. You know, Darkseid would twist his mind, whatever. Yeah.
You think that's okay?
Sounds fucking amazing to me.
Darkseid would never go kill a mere mortal human to get at Superman.
You're talking about some things that's not even. We've not even seen. So
if you understand the characters, you would know Darkseid would not go try to kill Lois to get to Superman. He will go straight to Superman and beat the shit out of him.
Because Jody, you've just heard this. You've just heard a rough idea of what was going to happen. You've not seen the film.
I don't need to. I've seen the first ones. Why do I need to get hit for the fourth time, Gob? Does that make common sense? I think that's the definition of insanity. Doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. I am not insane. I do not want four films the same thing.
That's why I gave up on the MCU, because it was the same shit over and over again.
Well, I think
at least I want to see something different
about this point, because he's not a dude. All right. We want to get to that point. Where is the Snyder Cut? When is it coming out?
I want a deadline, Film Gob. How much longer do we allow Warner Brothers and Zack Snyder to be all vague and say it's happening? Is there a certain point where our sources could be proven to be true? When would you accept sort of defeat At what point?
I feel right before all this coronavirus shit happened. I would say we could have got the film this year, towards the end of this year.
That would mean it's finished, and this Corona thing would have been the perfect opportunity to put it out, maximize profits.
It's all post, right?
Well, it should be done. Movies are made like 4 months before.
Apparently, it's done, right? So you're at least admitting with us that it's not done, right?
Like I said earlier in the stream, I'm sure he had a cut that he said he had a bunch of cuts of the film. I'm sure he has a cut that was finished, but that was more of a watered down version that he wanted for the old Warner Brothers. If he wants to change, he has plenty of time. I don't see what the rush is.
You're saying change. Why would he need to change something if it's his vision that he already had?
It wasn't because I know when he said that he had to change the whole script with Chris Terrio. They had to change it all after the reaction to BVS, right?
Yes.
They cut down
a lot.
It could have been a lot of 2-3 films, whatever. They cut it down to one film, okay, and then he showed that version to Warner Brothers, that the version that he thought the studio would be happy with.
They hated it.
They still weren't happy with, and you saw what happened. They brought in Joss Whedon. They cut 3.5 hours down to, I don't know if that
for them to see that cut and say this is terrible. We got to get rid of this guy. What he showed them, what he showed Warner Brothers, like, here, you like this? Warner Brothers said we got to get rid of him now. Bring in Joss, fix this. It was that bad.
I don't agree. Well, we don't know what they thought, and we don't know what Zack Snyder showed them.
And you got to remember, he liked Batman v Superman, so it's sort of an impasse, because the question is, would it be better? We'll never know fully until we see it, obviously. But it seems like fans of BVS and Zack Snyder are going to like it, and fans of that aren't might not. Is I think a safe sort of assumption.
Like I said, so much has changed that maybe Zack Snyder's thinking with these new people at Warner Brothers, and maybe they've told him, hey, we've got this upcoming streaming platform coming up. Do you want, we've hearing about the Snyder Cut movement and what they're doing, and, what do you want to do? So maybe if I was Zack Snyder, I'd be like, okay, let's make the film, the version I had, let's make it better. Let's change it about, add more scenes. You saw him put out the clipboard, right? Saying that, he's possibly teasing new scenes.
So why
he said himself that Harry Lennox, he wanted to shoot that Martian Manhunter scene. You could easily say, okay, it doesn't need to be in the film, but if he wants to add it.
Now, look, I'm not disagreeing. I'm sure he wants to do that. In fact, that's what I'm reporting, that he was trying to get $20 million to do extra effects and reshoots to make that happen, which I don't understand why we're arguing that. Why? And he should. That seems like not a terribly overpriced price to do it. So that's issue one. That, like, yes, he clearly wants to do more, to do some of that stuff to finish the work print, which it is. I've confirmed that as well with people who know the thing. Now, we also have talked, like, there could be, this is post. He could be doing it right now with his own, like, Robert Rodriguez made, Battle Angel in his house. So it's like, you can do a lot of this crazy effects now if you have the right programs and you know what you're doing. So yes, he could be making headway on it, or have an assistant editor there to help him. That's all valid. But the reality is, and again, you can believe me or not, HBO Max does not have a deal with Snyder. That is definitive of what I've heard from straight from sources. They don't want to come out on record just because there's a Jody, help me on this, Lewis. This whole idea of, like, well, why don't you name your sources, Andy? You just can't sometimes. They don't.
Dry, fat, unlubed cock up your butt. I'm gonna name my sources. That's what I say to it. Why the freak will we do that?
Imagine you have a source with someone who's actually involved in the film, and then they're spilling the beans on information that shouldn't be out there.
And then you'll never get sources again. They'll no longer be your sources.
It makes no sense. And anybody who sort of fights, no, you don't have source of your book. It's just the most asinine. It just shows you have no concept of what's real, because that's just not how the industry works. I'm sorry. It's on our names to do that. So do you have that same argument, Film Gob?
No. I mean, if you have sources, what can you do? You can't name them. If you name them, then you get in trouble. They get in trouble. You get in trouble. You're open to legal, all sorts of legal problems. But the thing is, Jason Momoa. If Jason Momoa's seen it and he says he's happy with it, he's happy with what he saw. Why would I be? Who would be against you?
Hey, real quick, man. Shout out to my girl Ashley, who just dropped another $100 in the cash app. God dang. In the cash app. That's where the cash app. Another, is that like 350, 400? What the?
Jesus. Good for you, Ashley.
You see, Jody, you got to have me here more often.
I need you here more often, Lewis. Hey, I will say this one is because of Film Gob. I'll give you credit because she said, freak this dude.
Oh, shit.
And Knock Shadow dropped another $50 in the cash app. God dang, the love is coming. He said this was MK. You babality this dude. Oh, he says if this was Mortal Kombat, you babality this dude. Babality. Babality. Hitting that select. Shout out to my dude, Jack Win. $50 in the cash app, bruh. What the freak? There is love up in here, bruh. Jacqueline dropped 50 in the cash app too. Stefania.
Yeah.
Stefania. 1250 in the cash app. Stefania, this is another one because of you, Film Gob. He attacks who you are equals no real ideas based on fact. You attacked who I am, but you had no real ideas based on fact. How you feel about that? And shout out to Jack Weir for dropping another 20 on that motherfucker, bro.
I'll still criticize people if I feel that they are coming at an angle that I don't like. But again, 2 years ago felt differently. Now I feel differently. Apologize.
Yeah,
you see how much we got today just in the cash app?
But look, hold on.
500 just in the.
Well, I know a lot of people are hating on Film Gob, and I'm not a fan of what he did, but I want to at least respect and hear the fact that he's like, 2 years ago, I'm a different person.
No, he posted another video about Jody a couple weeks ago, and yesterday he had that tweet. I know you're trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, Andy, but he did this. He downgraded yesterday the tweet, and a couple weeks ago, he had a video on Jody. He's trying to get into Jody's algorithm. That's what he's trying to do.
Bullshit. Why the fuck would I want to get into Jody's algorithm? I don't care.
I don't know. That's why you're here to explain yourself.
Yeah, this algorithm
if he calls me out, then I need to come on the stream. But again, his opinions about the Snyder Cut and
that's cute reviews.
I still disagree with that. I don't like it.
Yeah, but why do you call them names?
I call them names.
Yeah, you call it Crack Corner.
Oh, come on,
and you said selling out. Those are
my people. Let me tell you, the reason why I came here, Film God, was because of all this bullshit. But you insulted the movement. You insulted where I come from. You insulted my family, and that's why I had to ride, bro.
But I mean, you're making the video as if your title to this video is like I'm insulting the black community, and it's like
you did. You just had my man come in here mad and hurt because you insulted him.
Well, that's his problem. But the thing is,
he's black.
You're now it's yours because you expose yourself.
You're not black, so you don't feel it. You understand that because you're not black, you can't feel what we feel.
I'm not white, by the way. I just want to make sure.
I'm not saying you're white, bro. Why are you making it about black? I just said you're not black. I don't care what you. I know you ain't black.
You're trying to say I've not had to deal with racism.
I'm not saying that you didn't. I'm telling you, you said something racially insensitive that offended me, my channel, my people, and my family, and that's why I'm here standing up to a tyrant.
You should know better if you've experienced racism. Then
again, just playing on words wasn't such a big deal. You made a big you
cannot offend someone and say man up. It wasn't a big deal. You can't slap me on my face and say it wasn't a big deal. You don't know how I'm taking that.
Well,
that's real arrogant of you.
Again, I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings and all that, but still, it's not.
You didn't hurt mine. You hurt a lot of my people, and you pissed me off. It made that triggered me for sure.
At the end of the stream, your followers are going to still hate me, and my followers are still going to not be a fan of you. So I
don't know, man. If your followers are as brain dead as I think they are, they will. If not, they will abandon shit because you got wrecked today.
I didn't get wrecked. No.
Okay.
Rewatch this video.
Three individuals. Again, maybe not gang.
Three individuals. Hey, bro, you can have round two. See, now we teaming up on you.
Why do you need three individuals?
That's just how
you attacked this man. This man you attacked.
You attacked me. Maybe Lewis didn't need to be here. That's fair.
I brought Lewis as a black man. I brought Lewis as a man of color.
all right, maybe Lewis didn't need to be here, but you attacked me. You attacked Jody today, and we have a show that we tape every day at Wednesday at this time, and we decided to parlay the show because we need to react to sort of all the hate that's coming our way. Just know that's what happened.
Did you guys mention me in the last video you did?
No.
Yes, I did.
Did we? I didn't.
Yeah.
When we did last night?
I did. Yeah.
Because I woke up this morning, everyone's like, oh, I can't wait for Film Gob to roast these guys. And I'm like, I don't care.
I was ready for you to come yesterday. I wanted you yesterday. I was really mad.
Oh, because of the article and the video we made. I see. Yeah, people were tagging you. That's what happens now because you have this army who follows you and say, "Oh, someone doesn't believe us. Go roast them." And that's sort of I don't know. I see that as why do more homework first. Don't just give in to the mob. Do you do? You do. I would hope. Yes.
I try to, like, if I see people like tag, like this was the first time I saw people tagging me. I was like, guys, if you're watching the video, right, you've already got what you want out of it, whether you hate it or whatever. There's no point in me going in and editing the clips together, and I don't think I've not watched the video, so I don't really care. But I had to come on the stream because everything that happened today.
I'm glad you did. I'm glad because
I applaud you for showing up. And look, I is there something you want to say or that you feel like we've kept you from saying? Because that's the one I don't like this idea of we're trying to ambush you. I understand how it looks. I understand if you feel that way. But look, Jody even offered you can come back, do one-on-one.
Get a whole hour with me.
I'll happily come on anytime you want and do a one-on-one. Your place, mine. And I am all about dialogue. So, but I want to make sure. Do you feel like is there anything else you want to add or say so you don't feel like you didn't get it off your chest?
I just like to add, because I've said before on the stream, this isn't my usual type of. I don't usually come on to other people's streams, or sometimes I invite other people. This is not my usual way of interacting with other YouTubers, is like more popular YouTubers like yourselves. So going forward, I wouldn't mind if I have a problem with what Jody says. Yeah, I'd like to bring him onto my stream, or I can come onto his stream. We can do that.
I would not come to your cancerous.
Why not?
My banned subscriber channel. I'm not doing that. You can come on mine as much as you want because my people will not offend you and insult you as a person.
Oh, you want that super chat money?
Oh, I thought about there. You just put that in my head. And God dang, you think so dark. I wasn't even thinking about that, but you brought up a good idea. Yeah, that'd be nice. But it's not about that, honestly. It's not about the money, bro. It's you. That's why you don't know. There's a lot you don't know about me.
Yeah, there's a difference, because even Jody and I had differences. Like, I had a whole debate with him yesterday. Like, do I block these people or do I mute them? And it's like,
I've been doing this live stream format like this before there was a super chat.
And
one day a $10 thing popped up, and I said, "What the freak is that yellow bar?" It was money. I said, "Oh." So don't try to go there with it's like.
And you've given back to your community, to your corner.
Correct.
That's why people are.
I do lots of giveaways. Well, I used to.
He gives away.
I give away things.
Yeah, he gives away a lot. That's why people are furious.
But yeah, he builds his community and block, and we kick out the riffraff because we want to keep it in a
I don't
talk. You know.
I don't know anything about that, but I don't attack that side of you. I don't.
If you call him a sellout.
Tupac, there it is, $50, and that's because of Film Gob. He said, "Film slob." I mean, Gob. I would have donated to you, but I didn't have a penny.
Jeez.
Shout out to Mr. Tupac. Oh, by the way, that guy, Mr. Tupac, he's on my wall of fame. He's a $500 club member. It's because I am, and I encourage you to do the same thing, man. Start to take your channel a little more seriously by, I know it's harder.
I want to say this because I don't want him to cut that out of context later if he gets pissed at you. Like, that's not Jody trying to. But at the same time, you got to understand, like, I've been watching, been a fan of Jody's for a while. Like, these fans love this place. Like, they're paying him and they're investing in this community that we're building. That's not hate. It's not all hate. The only time we hate is when someone comes in and says, you don't know what you're talking about. He's a liar. Like, get out. We don't want you here if you're going to come into our channel for the first time and just do that. It's a community that, like, of course we're going to, do timeouts. Why would we waste that energy in a room that's funding this and wants to be here and wants to build a community? I'm sure you're building your own community in a way, but I don't think they're paying you or supporting you the way that Jody's managed to
They're
pull
not
up.
real supporters.
They're
They're
not
just
supporters.
outcasts.
That's the point of like we're building communities and support. And I see that Snyder fans and people coming at us like trying to hate on us, like we're just e-begging and all. No, we have a business, a community. It's all we do. This takes time and effort to
They
plan.
value our opinion.
Cost, equipment. You know how it is, Film Gob. Like so, I got to respect the hustle that he's
you know
got.
I got a studio, Film Gob. You know I got a studio, right? A fully equipped studio.
I've seen it. Yeah.
All right, bro. What the freak?
So, like I say, going forward, if I have a problem with Jody, or if I have a problem with anything Andy says,
yes,
we'll do it.
Let me know. I will happily keep you followed and listen to you next. Just don't call me a rapist. If you do that, you're dead to me.
Hey, Film Gob, I want to get my man in here again. He was kind of hot. I think he's more level-headed, and I think he wants to have a better civil little discussion about the black element, if that's okay with you.
All right, okay.
Okay, let's bring him in. Sad, you're on.
Like I said, there's more important things in the world than the Snyder Cut right now. Is real stuff going on. Keep my name out your mouth. Keep my crew's name out your mouth. I don't argue with cartoon characters. I know what you look like. People see you all the time. I don't understand why you didn't show your face.
Sorry,
his camera wasn't there. I'm going to defend him there.
He shows. He will show his face if he had a camera.
He showed his face plenty of times. And your girl, Final Cut Fro that you let on your. I seen a nice conversation. She vouched for you. She's saying you ain't racist. She vouching for you. You had her on your channel. I've been through your channel, bro. You got 300 movies in the background, but instead of talking about movies, you talk about people, and that's weak. That's weak in my opinion. But I don't know as much about movies as some of these people. But I did go to film school and I did study the craft. Okay, and you spend more time talking about. If I go through your screen. And
it's my channel. I can talk about what I want.
It's about everybody but you. Who you are as a man, who you are as a person, who you are as a film critic. Grace Randolph, Ezra Miller, the Rise of Skywalker, the Snyder Cut does exist. General Zod. You know, it's never about you, bro.
You can come on my live stream. I talk about myself.
And you come on every now and again, but you got to be careful how you deal with people you don't know, man. Just because it's the internet, man. Like I said, these men, you don't understand this, but these men are heroes to a lot of other black men and young black kids because they don't see people like us that read comic books. We work very hard to differentiate ourselves from crack users and crack heads. So when you attack us with that, if you called us crack pots, it would have been different.
Call it a whole community. I didn't do that.
Idiots. I'd have took it on the chin. We've been watching you yap for a long time and not paying it no mind. I know this is a big day for you being on Jody's Corner and everything. You know what I'm saying? I know this is a huge day for you. You keep talking about how many subscribers he got. But you got more subscribers than a lot of them dudes you call crackheads. Them dudes ain't do nothing to you, man. And that's why I had to rob for my family. All right? Now, how you feel about what movie coming out, that's cool. That ain't got nothing to do with me. But
Film Gob, you want to respond to what he said to you?
Again, it's my channel, and I'll talk about what I want. It's not a big.
He banged on me.
No, he's responding. You can't hear him. You need to put some headphones in or something.
I can hear you. I can hear Luis. I can hear Andy.
So I was just saying, it's my channel.
All right.
Okay.
Go ahead, Gob.
I was just saying, it's my channel. I'll talk about what I want. If it's about an actor, if it's about another YouTuber, it's about another film. That's just the way I am. I don't. Maybe I'm not as focused as other YouTubers, right? Fair enough. But
I'll tell you what he's saying. Sad, just chill. He said that it's his channel. He can do what he wants. He can talk about other YouTubers as he wants. It's his right. It's his freedom.
Right. That's good. That's good. We can't. I would love. You a keyboard dude, man. Okay, I hear you. So he's still of the
mindset. He did say that, he apologized for the insensitivity and a couple other things, but he says it is his, and I agree. It's your channel. You can say what you want, but
how many memes? True. It's because you threw the keyboard, and I love that about you. Yeah, I mean, you in there by yourself. You invite people online, but guess what? We're a real community. I can get on a bus. I can go see Luis. I can go see Andy. We'll meet up in person. You know what I'm saying? We got real friends, bro. You know what I'm saying? I see all the movies. You got time to watch all the movies and all them videos and talk trash about people because it's sad, man. It's sad, man. But you can feel how you want to feel, say what you want to say. But we still gonna be doing what we do, having our good time, and we a crew of friends that care about each other and have a good time.
Yeah, we
and
love
our
each other.
subs love us, man.
Yeah, I love the subs, man.
You know what I'm saying? And
I don't know how you feel about your family, Gob, on your
there
subscribers, but there's real love over here, man.
Half of your subs only there because they've been banned. I look in your comments. That guy banned me in 83. He banned me in 2012. I'm glad I found a place where people love how I feel. Bro, let me tell you something. You're going to go on your channel and you're going to say that it was 4 against 1. It was 3 against 1. I handled them like Thanos. You should have seen me, guys. But that was not the case. Far from the case. And as a matter of fact, Jody would be worse on his own. He in his bag because Andy's there. He got on his nice face. He's there because Louis is damn near a referee.
I am tamed.
Okay? If it was you and him by yourself face to face, mano y mano, you couldn't go through what I went through for the past 3 years online, bro.
With all transparency, Andy called me before this stream and said, look, I know you want to go ball. You tone it down a little bit. Let's try to have a civil discussion. I was going to go full Machiavelli.
You got Jody Light. You got Diet Jody. You got
still pretty fire though. Come on.
And that's it. I was out again.
Hey, I could kill on many levels.
Unless he want to say something to me. Unless you want to say
Phil
something.
God, go ahead. Respond to him, and then he's out of here.
You don't know who I am. I'm
go ahead, God.
Boy, right?
In some ways, I see what he's saying. I respect that, but in other ways, I have no idea what this guy's talking about.
He said in some ways he could see what you're saying and he respects what you're saying, but in other ways he has no idea what the frick you're talking about. He's gonna start trolling at this point. Sad. You said epic shit here. Thank you for riding for me, bro. And thanks, man.
You know, and I'm gonna subscribe to Final Cut, bro. I'm not subbing to you, Film God. That ain't my type of energy. You know what I'm saying? And I'm out.
All right, bro. Tight.
You know, when I went on Jody's corner, I was compared to this guy, Sadler. Remember? And if I'm half as cool as he is, man, my career is, I've reached my peak, man.
Awaken Fox, $50 donation. Shout out to my girl Fox. She's on the wall too. She's donated $500. I have female subscribers that donate money. That's crazy. She said, just donating here to see myself here, I guess. LOL. She got money to flex like that, you know, paper. Ventus Gate, $10 donation. Shout out to him, bro. Bible scripture looks like Matthew 24, chapter 24, verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and all shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes and diverse places. It's inevitable. Book of Revelation, a lot of it. Yeah, religious stuff. We're not gonna talk about that, but I appreciate the comment. Film Gob, I want to make sure that since I have you here, and like I said, it's real, bro. If you want that, that other version, one-on-one, if you make videos to try to keep trolling after we had this powwow, this hashing it out, throwing it all on the table, I want to make sure that everything is on the table, because for you to go back to your channel, make a video and say that there's things that you should have said, I don't want none of that, bro. If there's anything else that you have problems, caps with, I would ask you, please share, and I'm willing to have the discussion with me or Andy or anyone that's here.
Sure, yeah. I don't have a problem with changing the direction of my channel. I've been trying to do that a long time, but it's just the way YouTube is. It kind of sucks you in. So I can't promise that I stop doing edit type videos, because if I come at people, if I see them, if I have my opinion and I see things that they're saying and it doesn't match up, in my opinion, if it doesn't match up, then sure.
Are you aware that putting up clip videos is not an opinion? That's like an attack. It's a one way.
Sure.
That's not really an opinion.
Yeah, if I feel that, yeah, if you're saying it's an attack, then in some ways, yeah, it is. But
right. So if you want to share an opinion, I mean, how do you do?
That's what my live streams are for. I don't just do edited videos. I don't just attack people. I do like news. I do live streams. I do take questions from my subscribers. There's I do a lot of good for the community, like the DC fans. Yeah, I know. I come out and say all sorts of dumb shit about Marvel fans, MCU, but that's just.
Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question? One more question before Andy goes.
Yeah.
Be honest. Did you used to be a fan of mine before the Snyder hate?
No.
Okay. I remember.
I came across your channel. I was like, oh, who's this guy?
Yeah.
I didn't subscribe or anything, but
I remember you.
Yeah.
I remember you before all this.
Huh?
You used to watch a lot of my streams. You were there. You were commenting. I interacted with you. You've commented on my videos.
Yeah.
And when I was very pro DC, and that's the time when there was a lot more positive gob. I remember you. Back then, you were very consistent on my videos. I know you were a subscriber of mine. I know you watched my content. I remember you.
I'm not sure.
He just tweeted out that he's blocked from your channel, meaning he was on your channel.
You were subscribed to my channel. You were a subscriber of mine. I remember you. And I understand that, you know what I'm saying, that stuff happened and you know, you did what you did. And bruh, you're a DC fan. And doing what Jim Lee said, and this forward with DC, bro, let's move forward with this DC stuff, bro. This whole Snyder, you know, you can love it, promote it, still make as much Snyder support videos as you can. But it's the attacking people, it's the drama you create, bro. I'll even embrace you, bro, as part of the DC movement forward.
You need to understand that everything that's gone on since, you know, Zack Snyder stepped down from Justice League. You need to understand how the media as well, you know, their attacks on Zack Snyder. You remember that? I'm sure you remember.
A lot of people got a lot of hate, bad press.
What people said about Zack Snyder's family and things like that.
Yeah.
So, when even now in 2020, when we see people, whether it's my followers or DC fan or whatever, when we see people saying they don't want the Snyder cut, or it's going to be trash. Warner Brothers doesn't want to release it. These things really piss us off. Like, I'm sure you understand that.
Yeah, no.
So,
I understand. It's about what you do with the fire. What I did with my fire, I went to Marvel and I started upping up that, putting pressure on DC, putting out the videos of how they could get better. And it's fire. I use that energy to put them on their toes, to critique them, and get better.
If you're praising mediocre Marvel films to get a DC, that's
look, bro. You can say look now. I don't know where you're at with Marvel hate and all that. I'll say this: some of the Marvel movies are fantastic, bro. Winter Soldier is a fantastic Marvel movie.
I like Phase 1.
Winter Soldier is a Phase 2 fantastic Marvel movie.
I don't like
Winter Soldier.
I don't like Winter Soldier.
Well, Civil War. You don't like Civil War?
I hate Civil War. I hate it.
Okay.
What about Logan?
At least we can unite on
Jody. God damn it! Why'd you have to go there?
At least we can unite on DC. At least if you're down.
Well, I was gonna say to try and wrap us up.
One of my favorite films of all time. I all love Inca. It's fine. Man of Steel is a great film. Bad movie. Go ahead, Andy.
Well, I was going to say, look, I see a lot of hate, obviously, aimed at Film Gob in the comments. And, oh, Jody, don't ever give this guy time. And who knows if you guys will. You do your own decisions. But, I want to give you credit. You stayed here. You showed up. I did hear you apologize a couple times. And I heard you also say, you know, like, look, I'm going to reevaluate things. I think you're listening. And I hope we're listening too. Like, I love that we can have a dialogue. We're not always going to agree. Something else is going to set us all off. But guys, like, the fact that we can have this dialogue to me is so good. Like, we got to do this more. And I hope the Snyder fans who are watching can hear this. Like, look, we don't agree. Film Gob's done some stuff we're not going to agree on. It is what it is. We got heated at times. We may have overstepped, heated as well. But I do feel like this was a very nice, strong, fiery, but important conversation. And I want to thank you, Film Gob, for at least coming, manning up, being here, taking the blows, fighting back when you need to, and apologizing and addressing when you do. So I want to make sure someone do.
God dang! Surge 562, bro. Just donated $500.
There you go. See, that's how good this dialogue was. This dialogue was that good because it set a 500. I've never seen Jody that. He's like in the house. He's just went to see his family.
My girl, she in the kitchen. I said, hey.
So thank you, Film Gob.
No problem. No problem.
$500, bro. You sus motherfucker. Oh. Hey, Saddle Ward, bro. I know you listening. That Surge tattoo, we gonna have to change it.
Damn. Surge just Surge just got a stimulus check. He's like, you know what? I'm giving this to Jody.
Oh shoot. It's real, bro. Oh frick. Oh shoot, Surge, my blood boiling. Hey, Film Gob, you're not gonna have a villain no more. I'm about to die on stream.
Oh, yeah, that's like $1,500 tonight. Something, yeah. That's
yeah.
This afternoon. Sorry.
Holy crap!
Damn, good job, fam. That was amazing.
562, man. Oh my.
Go back and watch Lewis's reaction too. It was really funny.
Oh, I missed your reaction, Lewis.
What did I do?
You just had these eyes that were like, genuine. $500? Are you what? It was
what? I can't even get $5. Shit.
Don't think that way, Lewis. Be happy.
Love, baby.
No, I am happy because this is this all goes back into Jody's corner. I know, Jody.
Hello.
What?
Yes,
Hey,
go ahead.
Can I go now?
No, we want more donations.
I was trying to let you go. I was really, but honestly though, Film Web, thank you for having the guts to come out and talk. Because people aren't going to always agree. People are going to hate. I don't like anybody hating on anybody. There's no need. As someone who was canceled, I just refuse to do it. I don't want to do it. So I applaud you for coming here. I hope you will reconsider in the future making videos about labeling me a racist. I asked you that man to man because that's not who I am. And I think that's a low blow. And I hope you'll respect Jody and what he's doing now because look, he's not the shill and the person you've been saying. He's a real dude with really strong, passionate viewpoints. And he's people like him. He's doing well. He's succeeding and more power to him.
I had, like I said earlier, I had a little bit of respect for all you guys. Just over the past 24 hours, you guys really got under the skin of a lot of fans, and I was like, okay, well, they want to play that game, and that's why I
heard anybody.
Well, yeah, that was never my intention. So I
mean, no one's feelings. Patty,
I know everyone thinks I'm bad at names, but yeah, no, I wasn't doing it. Go ahead, Joey.
Patty, that's the wife, right? Oh, that's how you add their comment. You got to click show. That's Lady 562.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, guys. I'll go, and you guys can carry on talking about money and whatever. But
everything was said, Gob, right?
Giving you the last word. Giving you the last word.
Last word before you go. Say whatever you got to say. Plug whatever you got to plug, and you know the right way.
Catch me on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube at FilmGob. I'm sure all your fans still hate me, but that's cool.
Hey, hopefully we can squash it. We don't have to do this back and forth anymore, man. All right, man. Film God, respect to you, man. Still for coming in here, bro. That's respect.
All right, take care.
Take care.
Right, man.
Thank you.
Bye.
That was Film God.
I think that went well, man.
That went really well.
I mean, beyond the money, obviously, that was amazing. Family, good job, everybody.
that was fantastic. Wow.
But see, what was so amazing today was because I don't know if you were feeling it a bit. There was just so much hate on that internet this morning, all that bullshit. And it started coming and I felt like we thought it got racist. I don't know if he meant it to be racist. I understand why we're upset. I was upset. But I do think we had a good conversation. And I think we rallied our fan base here, our family, to sort of see, well, shit, we got to show Jody some love today. And boy, did they ever, right? That was amazing.
Bruh. Ashley just hit me with another 200, bruh. Woo! Ashley just hit me with another 200, bruh.
You got to thank those stimulus checks.
Oh my God.
It's a good time. I'm going to go on next, Jody. Hurry the fuck
I'm going to go on tonight on Nerd Report, and I'm going to say the stimulus stream.
Jody. You got to make our bills too, Jody. Jesus. Keeping us here for 3 hours.
I think that conversation went well.
Stella Ward, get your freaking artwork, bro. We got a new member in the $500 club. Ashley.
Bravo, Ashley. Mike, come on. Ashley's a nurse. She's the working hero. I feel that's crazy. Good for you, man. We should be thanking her.
Freaking Ashley.
Siler's
freaking Surge. Freaking
his artwork's amazing, man.
Her, Ashley Pennington, right there. She's a member too.
Whoo.
Oh. Andy, bruh, Lewis, this shit is, I'll never get used to this. I'll never get used to it. It's like hitting the freaking lottery.
I'm so glad we reset the show today because when you said that, what did I say back? Yes, we got it. I love when we embrace this because you've been a little hesitant to go against the haters. I do feel like I got that in you a bit more. You saw me doing it. I'm glad.
I'm never hesitant to go against the haters in live chat, but doing this, reaching out, I would say that I probably wouldn't have went all the way to getting Film Gob online if it wasn't for you.
Yeah, no, but I'm glad we pushed it there because that was valuable, man. I felt like he learned something, whether he left angry or not. I felt like you got something off your chest. I feel like the fans got some serious entertainment.
We'll know within 24 hours if there's another video.
There was a lot of those. I'm not going to name that guy. I refuse to name that guy. That guy from last night. F that guy. I'm so over that.
Yeah.
But he was in there because I was checking tweets throughout. Like there were a handful of the standard players that I've come to learn that I'm going to be blocking once I sort of get this all over with because I'm just done with them all. They are just the trolls of the troll. But yeah, I mean, aside from that, it was pretty good reaction.
Here's a problem.
Hold on, I wanted to say, even them, Jody, they were like, "Well, man, he's just losing because it's 3-on-1." Like all of them were clearly seeing that.
I wasn't talking.
Go ahead, now go.
I went to WonderCon last year. I went around asking. That's where the fans should be, right? The hardcore movie fans, MCU fans, DC fans. If they were interested in the Snyder Cut, most people didn't even know it existed or they didn't want it. So if their own, target audience doesn't want it, what could Warner Brothers do? Bottom line.
Yeah, I agree. Jody's just out of it. He's in like the land of.
Oh, this is like crazy, man. Vintage Gate says, looks like Trump came through with that $1,200 check.
The next week, next couple weeks, people are going to get those checks, and I think you're going to see a lot more of that.
Shit. Oh my God! Look, guys! Super chat by Trump.
What?
Just kidding.
Oh.
Trump should tweet the stream, and that would have been good.
Wrong.
Where's Serge? I don't even see him in the chat. I'm looking for his comment. He said, check that. He told me, check that. Serge said, check that Cash App, Hammy. And that's when I saw that 500 up in there, bro.
Man. Bravo, team.
Jeez. There he is. All right, now let's talk. This is the post. This is the post Gob part that we want to read.
Post Gob.
I'm be honest, man. Sure. I thought, well, I knew that there was nothing for me because I've never been fake or lied or none like that. But I was surprised I was really surprised to hear the lack of ammo. And it was and it's sad too because all of that over a little disagreement of how I see films and some of the videos I do, I feel like we could have squashed that a long time ago before he made all those videos about me.
Mm-hmm.
Like if he just hit me up, but now he said, he'll man up, hit me up if there's a problem.
We'll see if he does.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's the reason why I think about, like he came in here, so it's like
you got to respect that. Yeah, you got to respect.
Well,
that.
he admitted to his mistakes.
Yeah, so he didn't really,
apologize. He apologized to both. But look. I know people don't want me there. Oh, shut up, Andy. But I don't believe he was being racist. I don't believe when we pushed him on it, I do think he was sort of shocked. I bought it. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but I do believe he didn't mean it that way. And I think he did sort of acknowledge, especially when Sad came in and sort of really laid it out. He apologized. So
I think sometimes people get exposed, Andy. That's the frame of mind.
Maybe I'm still exactly. I'm a
delusional. Sad if you're ready now. If it's up to you.
The what?
I was talking to Sad Aqua.
Oh. But the point being, like, I don't know. I feel like he just didn't. I don't think he knew your backstory. Is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? I don't think he knew that crack meant what that was going to mean to you guys, and that doesn't mean he should have. I'm giving him a pass, but I don't think he did it in a malicious like, oh yeah, fuck those crack whore.
He doesn't know a lot of shit. So yeah,
I'm not trying to be super aggressive, but he should know Jody's history, what he does, because he's been making videos for a long time. So basically, that's kind of worse. You make videos about somebody with assumptions.
Yeah, we just prove he's not doing the research.
Yeah.
So thoughts on it, Lewis? You were here for all that, man. That's crazy.
Man, I'm glad. Although I wasn't attacked personally on Twitter, as far as I know, when you attack Jody's corner, I am part of Jody's corner. I feel, and I think Jody would agree that I'm part of it. Sure. So that's why I'm here. I didn't talk that much. Jody had nothing on you, bro, and it's not because you're my friend or anything. I'd tell you right now. Bro,
he sounded nervous too, but I think that was because there were three of us, which I don't know. I love it, Lewis.
That's what you call wrecked.
Salad was right, bro. About the diet, Jody. Salad, welcome.
Yeah.
You almost made me cry.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. What up?
Yeah,
You
spoke from the heart.
That was real.
Yeah, man. Real rap, man. I don't think he was racist either. Once I watched back videos, but see, here's a problem with racism, Andy. It's underlying. He didn't know that was the racist. Like, what can I call?
Yes.
That's right.
Call those guys.
Well said.
Subconsciously, it registers as the crack corner. You know what I mean? You're in a corner. Your toys and stuff go into the corner. You know what I mean? But when he doesn't think, corner Jody's house, corner office, he thinks crack corner. You know what I mean? And that's why we took it that way. You know what I'm saying?
I called him out when I was on a show.
For him.
I showed it to Jody because I felt it the same way. I'm like, fuck it, what is this? I kicked that off because I felt it too. So I agree, but I'm glad you said that too because I don't think he meant it that way. But you prove you got to be careful with your words. It can affect someone in a way.
But neither is the woman that clutches her purse when I come from the check cashing place. I just cashed my check. I remember a girl was scared I was going to steal her bike. And she was riding her bike in front of my house. I said, I learned how to ride a bike on front of it right here, lady. Don't nobody want your bike. And that's the problem with racism. He didn't know. He could have called us idiots. Because guess what? Some of the Justice League members are idiots. Yeah. I'll take that. You know what I mean?
Me.
But not crackpots. That's what I said. So, I think it was a learning moment for him. I don't hate him. You know what I mean? His videos are based on, you do great numbers by saying somebody's big name. Oh, so-and-so is wrong. If I did a Trump rant or whatever, if I talked about Johnny Depp in depth, let me expose why Johnny Depp is a liar and a thief and he really did hurt Amber. You know what I mean? That video will do numbers. So you got
new member Henry Fate. What's up, my dude? Henry Fate. Welcome to the motherfucker. Coins up in the air. Coins,
but yeah,
please.
I would have liked to see Jody versus Film Gob one-on-one, but I did feel like one of the league members needed to be here because he did address us. It wasn't just, you know what I mean? It wasn't just a Biggie. It was Junior Mafia. It was Pac and Outlaws. It was, you know what I mean? It wasn't just, he said it about everybody. So I thank you guys for bringing that to our attention. Yeah, I mean, I get very hyped and, I'm just here because I like comic book movies, but I don't have the vast knowledge that you might have or he might have. But I do know when you're offending people for no reason that don't know you and you're not even on our radar. They was like, who you got beef with, Jody? You know what I mean?
I feel you, Shamlot, about how he feels. He was there for a lot of the stuff that he did to me. And Shamlot Best Reps Ever said, man, he should never have been extended the opportunity to join the discussion. He's bottom of the barrel content production. That's just my 2 cents. And what he did is not excused. It's forgiven, but it's not excused, man.
Well, you ignored him, to be fair, for years until the crack comment. To be fair, right?
Yep.
I brought him up to you.
Yeah, no, I remember bringing up earlier, and you're like, "Fuck, I don't want to deal with it."
I even commented his stuff.
So many members. I mean, so many random people on Twitter sending me film goblins. Look at him. I'm like, bruh. That's not even on my radar, bruh. He just wants attention, bruh. And then he said, "Yeah, look, I'm on Jody's corner now. So where does that make me?" And I get it. It was a shining moment for him, but it was more than that, man. And I'm glad that he copped to a lot of the stuff that he was talking about. And
why couldn't he show his face? What happened? I don't understand.
Well, he said he was doing a move or something like that, but I believe that he would have showed it if he had his camera.
Yeah,
I believe he didn't have his
shown
camera.
his face. It's not like he hides his face.
I believe he didn't have his camera.
Well, he started his. He's been making live videos since his quarantine, though. He moves in the middle of a quarantine, number one, and he's got live videos from a week ago, 2 weeks ago, with his face in it, with his hat and his glasses and all of that. I researched him from the time Jody hit me this morning till now. So I don't understand how you can do a video.
He said it was in a box. He was moving things around, and we literally gave him no notice. So I don't know. I
He has 5 hours to edit a video about Jody.
Well, he did it today, right? He spent an hour. 2 hours. He spent 2 hours editing my video today, exactly too. So you're right. That's a fair point.
TC Does Comics, a new member. Coins up in the air. Thank you, Brayden. Coins up in the air. Hey, it's not just it. Edgardo Rodriguez. Memberships, bruh. Memberships. The family is growing.
Ricardo Banda actually sent me a super chat. I mean, Cash App. So, man,
I got
awesome.
Bunda said something. Did I read Bunda's? Because I saw that he donated $5.
Yeah, I got $5 from Ricardo, or $3 from Ricardo.
Oh yeah, he says Bunda says this film gob guy is full of caca. All he does is use other people's work and takes things out of context. Tell him to go put his kilt. Go put on his kilt. Swag King. There's a lot of stuff here. As a film gob. As a YouTuber in years to come, you want the fan base. The minute you will disgrace, they will leave you. Okay. Awaken Fox, Ventus Gate, Inca Crane, my girl Ashley. She said, check it again. That's when that 200 came.
Damn.
Ashley. Salad Ward, $500 club member. Hey, bro. Salad Ward, bro. Ashley's in the $500 club, and Serge just times 2'd up in here, bro. Oh, looks like we lost that. Looks like we lost him. Okay. So we'll talk about that later. But yeah, man, I feel good.
Yeah, I feel good.
I feel good. Well. You feel good? Y'all feel good?
I feel good. I'm going to Twitch next, so tell me when you're done.
Cool.
All right, so other haters I want to call out and see if they're going to come on.
Oh yeah, I'm over there with you, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody who is here now, in a great abundance of people are watching. I don't know how many people were watching this today, but thank you guys for watching. If you want this conversation to continue, which it will, I'm joining Andy over there on Twitch to continue this conversation. And much more topics probably we're going to talk about over there with my man Lewis. So I'm looking forward to it. From this one, it's twitch.tv.
Twitch.tv/Popcorn Planet. I think rather than go to YouTube, it'll just be easier to pop that on quicker and I can hang for a while. And I'll put you in a different, I'll send you another thing, but twitch.tv/Popcorn Planet. If you want to come on over, like give us 5 minutes, said I should be ready. But because I have some people tweeting at me and I want to see if they'll come on air and do it. I feel fun. I want to do it. Let's keep going. Let's keep seeing what we got. Let's have some conversations or fights. I don't know, whatever the hell they are. But joining us over on Twitch, on popcornplanet.tv. Twitch.tv/Popcorn Planet. We'll continue this for a little bit and see if anybody wants, or you guys can chime in. But we'll open up the party line and have some more conversations. But Jody, I want to say thank you. Good for you, man. Proud of you, man. Proud of this fucking corner.
Thank you.
You guys are amazing. Well deserved. I love it because I know you have a beef with this guy. You've had one for a while, and it must feel good to like have him on your channel.
Good to
get you dropping all that rain.
They made it rain up on here. I use StreamYard, so that's why there wasn't a lot of alerts. No alerts came through because this is a different streaming thing.
Yeah, but it worked.
It was okay. Yeah, it was okay. I would like to, just let you guys know a lot of alerts and all the graphics didn't pop up and stuff, and the music because I'm not on my regular OBS platform right now. But it did.
But do you like it?
Yeah, I like it. It's different though. I have more with OBS. OBS gives me so much more, but
yeah,
I like.
It's not exactly. There's things you got to fix, but
yeah. Okay, so thank you guys. I guess we're gonna end it here, and then twitch.tv/Popcorn Planet. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump over there. We'll meet you in a minute or two. So go on or wait for us to pop in, and then you'll be able to chat and do all the same things.
Do you want me to still go live until you're live? I'm ready to end it now.
Oh, I can. Yeah, I can get it ready going. I'm gonna disappear and then give it a minute, and then they'll see me over there. So
all right, guys. So if you guys want the conversation to continue with me, Lewis, Andy, we will be over there. Moderators, please go there now. He says he's literally on Twitter now, commenting out of context clips. What? This very stream right now. He's literally on Twitter now.
Well, let's bring it over there to Popcorn Planet over there on Twitch.
That's okay. Yeah, come to twitch.tv/Popcorn Planet. Ashley, Surge, Knock Shadow, O'Shea, Shamlock, best reps ever, man. I love y'all, man. Everybody, the show loving this fire stream.
Could I say one thing, Jody, real quick?
Yeah, bro,
all right, listen. If in fact we haven't seen it, if in fact Homeboy is or someone's posting out of context content videos, go to and share this video. Yeah, share this video because this video has the facts.
Facts. Share it. Facts. It's all here. It's all here. All here uninterrupted in its entirety. I'll change the racist bit because I don't want to keep that out there because, you know, that's it. I'm Jody. That's Andy. We out this thing, man. Love y'all. Stay safe.
Peace.
Deuces. Wow.